Hey everyone, how are y'all? Sally Mae, are you talking about me being tardy? I was only, what, a few seconds. Alright, let me change all my status around over here real quick. Okay. Shishi, how are you? Alright, y'all make sure to hit the thumbs up, put your chat on live chat so you can see all the juicy comments in the chat. And don't forget to do the poll as well. Tiff, how are you? You're gonna have to excuse me for just a minute because I'm moving stuff around on the desk. Tiff, I am doing good, thank you. And Sally, you know King Scarlet is not going to be here on time. Avery, how are you? He was going to come up with T Rich. She's coming in Discord. Now, Avery, you know as soon as I drop this invite link, you're going to come up here. Don't play. No, Avery, we mess with you because we love you. Betty Joe, how are you?
Good.
Holy hell, I can actually hear you. And I didn't even have to do anything, and it still made me log in today for some reason. I don't know why. See, I told you, Avery, you were going to come up.
Well, of course I'm coming up. You think I'm going to let you people messing with me ruin my... Oh, my God, the dog.
Oh,
What?
he's not hurting anything.
I'm outside, and they're inside. They heard Scarlett's voice, I think.
That's all it was. Tucker heard me,
Uh,
and he had to let me know that he heard me.
yeah, he did. Tucker has been a serious pain in the ass today.
Leave that baby alone.
Well, he just keeps following me all around the house like he wants something, and I have no idea. I've given him love, pets, yummies. He's had his food, water. He's been out to play. I don't know what the hell he wants.
He just wants you to love him, that's all.
I've done that. I can only pet him for so long.
Well, maybe he was waiting for you to come on panel tonight.
That might be. I'm probably going to get, those baby carriers that people put on their chest? I'm going to have to get one of those and stick him in it.
There you go. Hey, Dub, how are you? Just on, how are you? Kat, how are you tonight?
Dogs don't have a sense of time.
They don't?
No.
But he knows when Scarlett's getting ready to go live, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, the attention, he just wants the attention because they don't know a sense of time.
So what you're saying is I could pet him for an hour and he has no idea.
Right, that you're petting him for an hour.
So
Elsie, how are you?
That could work to my advantage as well when I think about it. That means I could pet him for 2 seconds and not feel bad because he doesn't know how long it is.
Right.
Oh, Lord. Okay, well, Avery Cat says you need a rabbit.
I want a lion head rabbit, like the one that she has.
Yeah, I thought she was just fixing to say she wanted a damn lion.
No. her rabbit is like, it thinks it's a cat because it lives with.
Sally.
But hold on. I'm coming to comments. I ain't putting up with no shit tonight.
No, that's Sally Mae. Hold on.
Sally Mae, I haven't been petting anything worth petting in a month now.
I'm sorry. I had to go ahead and give her the chair.
Poor
Oh
Sally.
my god. No, when she came in the other night talking like that, y'all, she was on a roll. It was like I was handing her chair after chair. Oh my god.
But yeah, Cat, her rabbit, she sends me videos, and because the rabbit lives with cats, I think it thinks it's a cat, and she potty trained it.
Okay, but
Potty
wait, we
trained
need
a
to
rabbit.
clarify something real quick. Okay, when you're saying that the rabbit lives with cats, but she's also cats me out in the chat. When Avery says that, she means actual cats.
Yeah, real cats.
Yeah.
And
Avery, Dan said hi to you, Avery.
oh, hey Dan, what's up? But she has this bunny potty trained to a litter box,
Mm-hmm.
and he
You can do
comes.
that.
He comes when she calls his name. She's like, Harvey, and she, because I thought it was a boy, named it Harvey, but it's really a girl. I'm just like telling her whole story up here. And it comes to her name, and it gets in bed with her, and it's so cute. It's just so cute.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing Avery with a rabbit in her house next.
I don't know.
Oh, and Avery, she wants to know about last night. Basically, y'all, she ditched us so she could sleep. She passed out and went to sleep.
We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh, well, I mean,
well, you might go with that, but we ain't.
I'm just trying to keep it. Sally's like baloney. Sally's like, I know better.
Yeah,
Go ahead, the baby's sleep.
Hey, I'm trying to help you out here, Avery.
I know.
You're supposed to roll with it. You're supposed to follow along. Or what did I tell you the other night we were going to do with April? And I told you just to
go with it.
Yeah, just go with the flow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, she said she didn't believe me. You know that I would not lie. Avery was at home last night asleep.
Yeah, I had a headache. I had a really bad headache.
That's where she was at. She ditched us for sleep, y'all. I can't believe it.
I had two bad headaches. Well, technically three. I had 3 bad headaches.
Oh, damn. She done come with the bullshit in the chat.
Did she?
This is what she put in bullshit. Okay, y'all, she found her new man. Okay, Avery, I'm sorry. I wasn't going to tell nobody, but they don't believe the whole sleeping story, so she got her a new man, y'all.
Don't believe it.
No, but you guys listen to this, though. Speaking of new man. So,
hey, 9mm.
This guy, he's on, well, we've been talking back and forth on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta tell you guys about 74-year-old man too, who I gotta tell you about him too. But anyhow, this guy we've been talking back and forth on Facebook, and so how about today? I'm pulling out of the grocery store parking lot, and I see him in person for the first time, and he's walking like in front of my my vehicle. And I'm looking at his face, and I'm like, now I know that's him. That's him. That's Scott. I know that's him. Like, because I'm seeing the face, and there's something distinct about his face, and so I knew. Except this dude was like really short. So of course, me being me, as I pass by real slowly, I put my window down, I honk my horn, and I wave, and I'm like, "Hey, Courtney." His name's Courtney, by the way. And
wait, what?
Yeah, his name's Courtney. There's actually quite a few men here and out
red,
that I've
red flag.
And so then I pull off, and a little bit about half an hour later, I get a message from him on Facebook, and he says, "Was that you waving at me in Walmart?" And I'm like, "Yeah, thought you were 6'1". And he just disappeared. He just completely disappeared.
You done called him in a lie?
Y'all, he couldn't have been over 5'3".
You just cut him a whole 10 inches.
She paid to ask a question about me last night.
Yes, she did. Okay, so let me explain what happened.
Did she really?
She did. So what I did last night, and I'm glad she said that because I had forgot about finishing the goal. So I did a goal last night, and the goal was if we reached the goal last night within the hour, then I would go live Sunday night on the new channel. That's the reason, or the second channel. That's the reason why we were trying to come up with a name for the second channel.
Oh.
So Elsie did a super chat and was asking where you were at, but none of us knew.
She missed me.
Yeah, nobody knew where you were at. Vapor was in chat. I asked him if he would text you to find out. Maybe we thought you were asleep or whatever. And he said he texted you and he called you and you didn't answer him back or answer the phone or whatever. So yes, Elsie did pay to ask where you were at last night.
Well, that was very sweet. So Elsie is now my favorite person in the chat.
We all
in the chat.
How dare you? I'm not speaking to you no more tonight.
I said in the chat.
I'm in the chat too.
No, you're not.
Yes, she is.
Well, I don't. Well, I didn't know that. Are you really in the chat?
Yeah, she goes in the chat and says something.
Well,
Hold
then
on. See, there I am.
You're only doing that to mess with me.
No, but she does go in the chat.
I do. I'm in the chat all the time. I can be talking and be in the chat.
Yeah.
You guys can't mess with me too much. I'm very sleep deprived. I literally had no sleep last night.
We're not messing with you. She does.
My body hurts.
No, I really do go into the chat all the time.
Yes.
Well, I never look at the chat.
Well, that's your fault. You don't know how to work your phone.
Betty Joe, please don't give me shit.
I'm just saying.
Okay, y'all, real quick. Hold on, Avery. Just
I can't get the baby on you. She's sleeping.
Yeah, we don't want to wake Bubbles up. So
she went to bed at 3 a.m. and got up at 6 o'clock this morning.
That baby tired.
Yeah.
And she fell asleep at like 7:20. So she's been asleep for a while.
Okay, so because we did not get to finish the goal, or we didn't reach the goal last night, I'm going to go ahead. There was 17 spots left. I can't do 17 spots on the thing. It will not allow me to. I'm just going to do 15. If we hit the 15 super chat goals tonight, I will then go live tomorrow night. Let me make sure I got it set for an hour. Let's see if this bitch is going to let me work. It would not work like this.
Is it working?
Yeah, it worked tonight.
They must have straightened something out because...
Yeah, because I did it, 3 times last night?
Yeah. People said they were having problems setting their goals, having problems with their chat.
Yeah, it worked tonight. So
doing a screen share.
King Scarlet. The thing, talking about Scarlet, go check your Facebook Messenger. Something good. Yeah, Avery, Michelle.
Tiff told me.
Oh, she said the same thing to me. I told her she had to do better.
Tiffany told me, she said, well, that wasn't very nice. And here I was about to give you my cell phone number to make it easier for you to get a hold of me.
Hey, Courtney. Shishi, what is it that you want me to say? When I was talking about the goal, is that what you were talking about? Cats, that was not love. That was pure hatred that she sent.
So, you know what? the person who sent it to me, I was so pissed because I threw my phone.
So you send it to everybody else?
Yes.
Well, see,
Yeah, she
I
sent it.
pulled the video up, and when I seen what it was, I didn't even watch the video.
Yeah, she sent it
I
to me.
just
She sent it to me too.
I just went straight back into Discord and threw the birds at you.
So you haven't even seen the video?
No, because I saw what was on when I
It's
pulled the video up. I seen what was there. I am
it's
not watching it.
it's not even about snakes,
It
though.
doesn't matter. There was one. I don't trust y'all when it comes to the videos and the links that y'all put in Discord.
Oh my god.
Okay,
It's like
I
it's one of those videos like it gets you all like watching,
I don't
like
care.
intensely, and then all of a sudden this thing like jumps out at you like it
See,
all into the screen and it's loud.
you better be glad I didn't watch it then.
The baby laughed at it.
I just seen the snake at the beginning of it. Didn't even have to click the play button, and
Even
I just
even
left out.
King got onto me. Boy, she was. What did King tell me? What was her response?
You didn't just see. Oh, never mind. You can't see what she said in chat. She said, "Vapor, I'm still mad at her for what she sent me on Facebook."
Yeah.
But what was? I'm trying to remember what her response was in Messenger. It was something. It made me laugh.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to check my messenger real quick because I sent Savannah's sister a message. Hold on.
Oh, Kirsten.
Uh-huh.
I've been trying to get a hold of her for, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 days now?
Well, I have some questions about. I can't go into a lot of detail, so I will not be able to talk to her about this on a live. I do want her to come up though one night, if she
Yeah.
will. But I have some questions about some locations. Hey Shane, how are you? That AWP searched, and a direction from where she lived at in Montgomery
Hmm.
to get to LSUS, because the way that they are saying that she went to get to Highway 1 would have been the long way around. It would have been way out of her way to go from Montgomery to Natchitoches to Highway 1, then all the way back to Shreveport, when she could have just went from Montgomery into a little town called Coshada, over the river to Highway 1, and then she would have cut off about 45 minutes worth of driving. So I have a question about that. And then there is some other boat ramps that I have a question about.
Yeah, I got questions too. So then I guess you've probably made it through enough of the videos to know.
Oh, I'm through with them now. I watched the rest of them today.
Okay, you know, she allegedly Googled about would I die if I jumped from a 3 foot, three
Yeah.
story,
Yeah.
and
3-story
then
fall, yeah.
one of her other Googles was boat ramps. She was Googling boat ramps.
Mm-hmm.
But so the questions that I have for her are, so I didn't realize that that Savannah's phone or Savannah herself was back at the boyfriend's house for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her phone did not originally. So they thought it was cut off early that morning. It
Yeah.
was not cut off until 11:30 that morning when it went to the Brookshires. Either her and the phone or the phone went to the Brookshires, which was across the road from the Chevron where she bought the vape early that morning. And it cut off at that point in the Brookshires parking lot. The police department did not go ask for the surveillance footage. Um, and from there, they don't know what happened. They don't know if it was her. They don't know if it
Well,
was her in the phone or if it, but her phone was there.
but the Brookshires. Okay, so that was the gas station she stopped at 7 something, right?
Yes, the Brookshires is right across the street from there.
Okay, but they're saying that the phone didn't go off until around 11:30.
Right
So what
at the
I want to know.
Brookshires.
So she went back to the boyfriend's house and then back to the gas station. So she went
No,
twice.
so she went to the gas station that morning.
Yeah.
She went before she went to the parking garage. She went over into Bossier and went behind one of the casinos. There was like a big open area over there.
Mhm.
Behind it's the Margaritaville Casino.
Mhm.
She left from there, came back across the bridge, and
Mhm.
came over to the parking garage.
Mhm.
At some point, they don't know if she turned her location off or if the phone was turned off and it came back on or whatever. But anyway, she ended up back at the boyfriend's house, or her phone did. Uh, Kirsten said that when she went over there, Savannah was not there. 5 to 10 minutes after she left, Savannah's phone showed up at the boyfriend's grandparents' house. She was there for a couple of hours. She left from there, went to the Brookshires, which is across the street from the Chevron that she was at 6 something that
Mhm.
morning. And that's when her phone cut off, and it has not been cut back on since.
Okay, so you're saying for sure the phone went from the boyfriend's house back to the Brookshires.
And yes, and what happened was they did not know that the phone was on until 11:30. Kirsten and her boyfriend went into the data on her phone and pulled the coding off of it. Whenever they pulled the coding off of it, that's when they found out about the open spot of land behind the Margaritaville Casino, and that she had went there. And that's when they found out that it went off at the Brookshires in the parking lot.
Well, I thought so. Okay, she said that her and Savannah had the location sharing on Snapchat, and so I thought that's how she knew all the different places that Savannah drove to was through that. And so that's what was confusing me. So I didn't understand exactly where the final ping, the last
Yeah,
phone
it,
ping was.
it was at that Brookshires.
Okay, so but that just doesn't make any sense. So okay, so if
I'll have to go back and because Kirsten's boyfriend explains it. Sally Mae, that's what we
yeah,
don't know. We don't know if it was Savannah with her phone or if it was just her phone and someone else had it. But I believe it was episode 2, at the very beginning of episode 2, is when the Kirsten's boyfriend is explaining of them going into her I think he said her Google account or something like
yeah,
that, and that's
yeah.
where they pulled the coding from. And whenever they started going through the coding, that's when they figured all this other out, and they explained, I don't know verbatim how they explained if she turned her location off or if she was something was said about maybe turning her data off and that she was pulling on Wi-Fi at that point, which could have been from the casino.
Or
But
she said airplane mode in her Facebook video, that it could have been in airplane mode.
okay, they, like I said, I don't remember verbatim how they said it, but it explains it at the beginning of the second video that AWP put out.
She
Well,
probably took her location off first.
why didn't the police get a search warrant for her phone and
Well, you'll have
instead
to
of
ask the police that.
I can tell you that. I can tell you right now, the
because
Shreveport Police Department are not worth a shit.
They probably
They're not.
think because she's a runaway.
well, so here's my other thing too. Her younger sister lives in Kentucky. Somebody called in a well-being check for Savannah to the younger sister's house in Kentucky. And but why? Why would somebody think that she was there?
Well, where'd you see that at?
That's in Kirsten's video on Facebook in the Facebook group.
Okay, well, you know her other sister lives in Kentucky, right?
Yeah, her younger sister.
Yeah.
But somebody called in a welfare check for Savannah to her younger sister's house in Kentucky.
Well, did they think maybe Savannah was there?
Yeah,
And that's why they did it?
but I want to know why. Why would they think she was there?
Maybe they just thought, okay, maybe she could be there, even though they didn't know if she was. So we'll just
Yeah.
call it a welfare check and get them to go out. And if she's
see if-
there,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Just to see if she's there
Yeah.
and to make sure she's okay if she is there. I mean,
that
it could have been
that
it
could
could have been
be.
a long shot. That'd be like if you were missing, and I think that you may be at Betty Joe's house, but I don't know if
Right.
you are. Then I'm
Yeah.
gonna call in a welfare check for Avery at Betty Joe's house. And if
Right.
she's there and the cops lay eyes on her, then they're going to call me back and say, yeah, she was there. We saw her. We had eyes on her. She is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could have been what they were doing.
That's probably what they thought about her. She probably would have went to her younger sister's house, so somebody called in a welfare check to see if she was there, and it ended up being she wasn't there.
I have so many questions. I have a notebook. I'll have to go in a minute and grab my notebook because I wrote down so many questions.
Girl, you should see my notes. I've got questions. I wrote all like 7 or 8 questions down for Kirsten so I wouldn't forget them.
Yeah.
Just, if I do get to talk to her. Shane, give me 1 second. I have your other channel. I got to find it and I'll post a link. It's paranormal something, ain't it? Wait,
and I want to know what she messaged. I want to know. Okay, so they said that she sent text messages to 3 different people. One being her
4.
sister.
There was 4 different people.
Oh, 4. Okay, I thought I heard 3.
Yeah, it was both of the sisters.
Oh, both sisters, and
both
then
sisters,
boyfriend, Gavin.
Him, and then the ex-boyfriend, her ex-internet boyfriend from when she was a teenager in California.
I want to know what those texts say to the one in California.
Well,
I want to know what.
Well, the sister doesn't even know. Kirsten doesn't even know because she said that she had actually forgot about that text message being sent out until her boyfriend had reminded her about it. But she says she didn't know the time frame of when it was sent, and she doesn't know what was said in the message because she hadn't read it.
See, and if the police would get a freaking I wonder after, they would still have that information, right? It's only been 3 years. Wouldn't the phone company still have that?
It was in 2022, right?
Yeah.
May 2022.
Yeah.
Okay, I posted the link for Shane's channel.
It's been 3 years. Well, they would still have the data on it.
So did you see the video with the new investigator that's assigned to the case where he came on and talked about the case and how, he's taken over the case, he's working it now?
Which video was that on? Because the only ones that I have watched was the America's Most Wanted video, and then I was told that there was only 5 AWP videos, but there's actually 6. So I watched all 6 of those.
It's a news clip, and I think it's in my history. I can go find it.
Okay.
But it's a news reporter talking to the new detective that's assigned to the case, because I think I want to reach out to him and ask him.
I can tell you, they ain't gonna tell you shit.
They ain't gonna tell you nothing. It's an open case.
Shreveport Police Department, they're not gonna tell you anything.
Well,
really?
It's still an open case.
See, and that's what I had put it the other night in Discord. My grandmother worked for the Shreveport Police Department for years. And she was supposed to retire the year that I graduated high school. That was kind of like our thing. She's going to retire. I graduate from high school. Me and her are going to go on a trip, a retirement graduation type trip. Well, I ended up moving away, so the trip didn't happen. But she worked for them for years. If she was still alive, I could have got in and spoke with someone.
Yeah.
But I don't know anybody else that works for the police department there. I mean, I might know and not know that they work there. I would have to ask a few people. But
well, what about, do you think that they would talk to a private investigator? Because Jason, I did all the courses for private investigator. I just haven't ever applied for the license and taken the test.
That I
thought
don't know. I know how Shreveport is. I know how the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Department is too. They're a bunch of asses. Trust me, I know. So I mean, a private
Okay, and then
investigator might have a better chance of getting information than just a local citizen.
okay, now here's another thing I was trying to figure out, and I know I'm probably jumping all over the place, but it's because I have so many questions. Why do they keep referring to Savannah and her boyfriend's place as an apartment?
I only heard that or read that in like one or two articles.
Oh, I've heard it in a bunch. And
I don't.
Kirsten, however you say her name, she even refers to it as apartment. Did
And
you listen? Did you watch the video of her boyfriend Gavin talking about her on YouTube?
I watched the first 5 seconds of it,
Uh-huh.
and then I got bored with it. It
About when he's
didn't.
in the car.
Yeah, when he's sitting in the
Yeah.
car,
Yeah.
it didn't seem genuine to me, so I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I watched the first few seconds of it, and it's like,
Yeah, it was just, you're the last person to see her.
yeah,
She
He
found
does
out.
end up crying, real tears coming down his face,
I don't know.
but
I don't trust the tears, but that's
I
just
can't
me
tell.
though.
And this is the other thing: is what is this bank that he was walking down?
Okay,
When
are you talking about behind his house?
Yeah, so Kirsten
Okay,
said when she went to she said apartment. When she went to his apartment, she
I'll show
found
you.
him out walking, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I'll show
okay,
you in a second. I can pull up the maps and show you what she's talking about. There's about the drainage ditch and all that behind the house.
yeah, because I want to know if all that's been searched.
Yeah, a car won't fit in the drainage ditch, but I'll show you in just a second. Shane, thank you
Okay.
so much for the super chat. Shane says, "Oh well, I will be the first super chat." Thank you.
Oh,
That was very
thanks.
nice of you.
if they can locate her car, that could help them in ways. But they can't locate. They can't find her car.
No,
Okay, hold on just a second.
I'm about to hurt these two cats because they're about
and
to baby up.
that detective, the new detective, he said that they still have her license plate out there for the readers to pick up
Yeah,
on, but
yeah.
he was saying if she took back roads, then
That's why I would like to talk to Kirsten because I have questions. Like I said, I can't go into the details about how I know about these places or anything like that, but I have questions. Okay, here's the grandparents' house right here where the red pin is. There
is
is the
that an
drainage ditch. Is that
is
what?
that an apartment like attached to it or something?
I think
Is,
that is a back porch back there.
oh, okay.
But there's the drainage ditch, and there's the little. When Kirsten says about the bridge going across the drainage ditch, that's it right there. If y'all can
Oh, I thought she said
see it right there.
embankment. So that's where he was walking.
Yeah, she said he was coming across the bridge when she pulled up, and he saw her.
So what's across the bridge?
Just other houses. So apparently, Kirsten said it was either his aunt or his mom lives back there somewhere. So I am in the process of trying to find who owns these houses. I know this house right here does not have anything on the Caddo Parish Tax Assessor's Office, and neither does this little building back here. Neither one of those
Hmm.
have any information, but this right here is probably a newer house, and that could be the reason why it just hasn't been put on the website yet.
On the grandparents' house, how far does it let you zoom in? Oh,
Right there. But I also have a description of their property too. Their property actually goes back this way, cuts over across the ditch, and it kind of makes like an L shape right here.
So is the building to the left of their house, is that their
This one,
property or somebody else's house?
that's going to be in the neighbor's backyard. You can see their fence right here. But
Oh,
I'm
oh,
wondering
oh.
about this little building right here, though. I don't know if maybe they were staying in that building. I have no idea. Cats meow. Thank you so much for that super chat. That is very nice of you. Thank you.
Don't be helping her get Red Bulls. No, no.
Yes,
Cat,
Cats knows
no,
what's up.
no. Cats, edit that.
Like no, because see, Betty Jo even said last night the reason why Betty Jo does not say anything else to me about Red Bulls is because I don't listen.
Well,
Exactly.
that's true.
So
Yeah,
that's-
that is a good point. So that, I don't know. I'm just trying to understand why they keep referring to it as an apartment.
I don't, and I mean I'll even show their house because I mean at this point Savannah needs to be found. And I think maybe the boyfriend has something to do with it. So I'm just going to show the damn house. I don't give a shit. Okay, so I had originally told y'all the other night that um, the grandparents' house was blurred out. I was looking at the wrong side of the street. I am sorry I've said that information. I was wrong. It's
Oh,
this,
that's
yeah,
right. You told me that.
yeah, it's this house back here in the back. So,
Oh, so that's a little shed over there
yeah.
to the right.
Mm-hmm.
What's to the left? Oh, we're not on Earth, are we? We're on
Uh,
maps.
wait, do I got to go to Earth?
Well,
If I got to, I will. But you know, me and Earth don't get along very good.
I just I'm just trying to figure out. Well, can you tell me the description? Because I just want to know why they keep saying apartment.
Okay, hold on. Let me write down the address because I don't have it in Earth. I don't think. Okay, what do you? The description of what?
The property.
Okay, give me a second, and I actually have it in my screenshots.
Oh, and did you notice, Scarlett, that on Facebook when I tagged you and you put that picture and everything of the waterways,
Uh-huh.
and then that anonymous person wanted to come back arguing?
You saw what I said to him?
No, I didn't see what you said. Did
I
you go back
they,
and say something?
yes, they tried to say that it wasn't that the picture that I posted was not right, and I told them that they better get their facts straight on the picture that I posted because I'm from the Shreveport area, and I asked them if they were, and I forgot what, and I told them they need to lose their attitude with people.
Yeah, I don't think they ever answered back.
Oh,
They
I
did.
didn't see that, but I thought you would be so proud of me because I just said okay, because they were like, why are you trying to, I don't know, argue this or something? And I said, because there's no point in sending people to,
It's
in a
wrong
direction.
direction. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she said something like really sarcastic to me, and I was so proud of myself because I just said okay.
Well, whoever anonymous participant is, they caught me at the wrong moment whenever I read it, and I just went off of. And then Faber gonna come in there talking about Scarlett. Why are we sitting here arguing, or why is people on the same team, so to speak, arguing or something like that? And I was like, it's not this motherfucker is trying to get on to me for saying something.
Paper always says dumb shit, though. God,
I was laughing at the whole thing.
Paper could ruin a whole ass wet dream. I swear.
Well, they made me mad because they were trying to say that I was putting out wrong information, and I wasn't. I proved that the picture is from 2015.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
trying to say that it came out in 2025. No, it didn't.
And it didn't because because if y'all remember in Discord, King Scarlet is the one that took that screenshot out of the Facebook group, like what King 4 or 5 days before yesterday. And I had
Mhm.
already went and found the spot on Google Earth and posted it in Discord that was from 2015.
Yeah.
I'm getting them,
Yeah. And
Sally.
so,
Let
and
me
her
grab
argument
let
wasn't
me
even
grab these
making.
super let me grab these super chats real quick so I
Oh,
don't lose them in my chat.
I'm
Um,
sorry.
No, you're good. She, thank you so much. She says, I'll be the second. That was very nice of you.
Oh,
Thank you. Cats, thank you for that super chat. She said, here's some a coinage for your doctor when Red Bull makes you sick. Red Bull is the best. It never makes me sick. It's always been like my second best friend.
puts me to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, their argument didn't even make sense because she kept telling me it's a screenshot from 2024. Can't you see that? And I'm like, I'm looking. I'm thinking to myself, I can't see
No,
shit. I
It
don't know what
doesn't,
they're.
but
screenshot
they never showed
25.
a date on any of the
Nope.
screenshots that they posted.
Nope.
I went back to the spot, made sure that I had Grimmett Drive and I-220 in there where they could see, and then they still try to tell me that it wasn't the right damn spot.
Yep. I was laughing.
Oh my god!
I'm like, don't tell me
Scarlett,
that what I'm putting on there is wrong. You need to get your facts straight. I put it on there where you could clearly see the car in the same screenshot that you
yeah,
posted.
yeah.
And then anonymous put in a separate comment, tagged my name and said, "Why did you delete?" And I was
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
"Delete what? I hadn't deleted any." And what I wanted to say is, not only did I not delete, but I tagged reinforcement.
Well, she caught
The
me on the
funny
wrong
part is,
time
I'm
here,
sitting there
here,
reading it.
whatever. Because when I went in there, I was like, hold up,
I was
get your
like,
facts straight.
Scarlett's from there. She knows
Yes.
I told her that too, whoever anonymous is.
anything. Because me, I'll lose my temper. So,
I mean,
I,
don't tell me
I
that I'm
said,
wrong. I literally posted the screenshot with the date. And
I
then
just don't.
I put it in Discord. Because Google Earth and Google Maps are two totally different apps.
yeah.
Yeah,
Google Earth is showing 2015. Google Maps, I showed y'all, is showing 2025.
Yeah, because
And
they
I
update
don't,
different.
yes, I don't know if they are getting the two confused
well,
or what the
they're
deal is, but
they're
I think they are.
wasting people's time because people are talking about getting drones and going over there and looking. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is
well,
nothing
you
but
know
waste.
what? Let them go over there with their drones, and they're going to see that the bank of the river through there is not what it's showing on 2015. I'm sorry.
No, that shows completely different.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have the real truth is what
But
first.
let
Yeah.
them go search. If they think they're going to find something, let them go search.
Thank you, King. I mean, because as
I
soon
want
as
to go
King
search.
posted it in Discord, I went straight. I was like, "Give me a second and let me go find it." Did they say a general area? I think it was on 12 Mile by, and she told me Grimmett Drive at 220, and I went straight to there and saw it, and then I realized that when I did realize that it was 2015, I went back and showed King. I tagged her,
Yeah,
and I was like, "That picture's from, or that footage, aerial footage, is from 2015. It's not
yeah.
even
Hmm.
I look.
so."
This is what I want to do. I want to go full Black Ops, like me and you, Scarlett, and whoever else wants to join. I want to. We're gonna dress all in black. We're gonna go at night.
I
We're
already
gonna
wear all
we're gonna
black, so
well we're gonna order skins off of Amazon. We're gonna go get that boyfriend and we're gonna take him somewhere and we're gonna waterboard him until he tells us something.
but see, now we can't do that because you're on a live on a
Yeah,
public
telling the whole
platform
world.
telling everything that we're going to do.
I did that strategically because I'm planning to do something completely different. Gotta give me some credit.
Uh,
I can see it now, y'all. She's talking
we're
about we're
not.
going to go
I'm.
Black
I'm not.
Ops, and we're
I'm,
like, okay, I'm the stealthy ninja chicken. Avery is like a fucking bandy rooster that runs around squawking at everything.
No,
You got to be quiet if you're going to be the stealthy ninja chicken. Seriously.
Lord.
Okay, here is
Now, if
the
he goes
description
missing,
of their land.
if he goes missing, they're gonna come looking for you, Avery.
well that's fine. I hope they're hot. The cops.
I'm.
No comment. I ain't
She's
saying a word.
actually muted. She muted for real.
I'm not saying a word about them from Shreveport.
Well, the detective who took over her case is pretty good looking.
Vapor said you know nothing about Black Ops except for the video game that Jaden plays.
Jaden doesn't play Black Ops.
Why?
He only plays Roblox
Oh,
and
he needs some Call of Duty Black Ops.
one other one. And I can't think of what it is.
Yeah, he needs some Call of Duty. Okay, anyway, we done spun left 3 times. We need to go back straight.
Not my fault.
Here's a description of the grandparents' property.
Okay.
And I do believe I can go back and look on the tax assessor's office, but um, it should have the description written with their property information. But I'm not going to post all that on here. But this is the land that they own.
Well, we could put their address in on Zillow and see if it has an apartment attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't it say on there?
It should, but also let me pull up Earth too. Since I hate Earth, y'all know this.
Oh, good. Since you're doing Earth, Betty Joe unmuted. I'll mute. Because I know you're about to get frustrated.
If it works, I'll be fine.
Yeah, she's
when
right.
when I was looking for the spot with the car and all this and that, and comparing it to Google Maps, I was fine. It was working perfect. Now that doesn't mean it's always going to work perfect, though. Y'all know that.
Why is it that none of those cameras from where her phone cut off show her car, which way it's going or where?
Okay, so that's the problem. Brookshire's said that they had a camera that shows the parking lot. They would not let Kirsten have the footage because she is not law enforcement.
Oh.
Law enforcement did not go and get the footage. Law enforcement also did not pull Gavin's phone records.
Good grief. You gotta be kidding me.
I saw, because somebody had asked Kirsten that in the Facebook group, and she said no, that they did not pull his records. I don't understand why. That should have been, he's the last person who's seen her alive, like physically, yep. not through a camera, not a clerk at a store, nothing like that. An actual person who knew her personally. He was the last person that had eyes on her. His phone records should have been checked, and they wasn't.
I wonder if Kirsten even knows the name of the friend in California.
See, that's why I want to talk to her, because there may be some things that she doesn't want to say on camera, but I did explain it to her in the message that I sent to her on Facebook, because I did see where she had put on in the group that if anybody wanted to get in touch with her, it would be better to send her a message on Facebook Messenger. So I did put it in there. I told her my name was Scarlett. I gave her the name of the YouTube channel. I told her some areas that I was very familiar with and put names in there so she would know that I'm familiar with those areas. And that there was some things that I would like to talk to her about as far as the direction that was being said that she took to school for the 2 years, and some other things.
I just thought of something. I remember in the video where she's talking on Facebook, in the Facebook group, she said something about the phone came back on months later and pinged or something in Texas. And I remember this because I was thinking, okay, the debit card transaction was in Texas, the Cash App transaction was in Texas, and now there was a phone ping or something in Texas. What?
It was only a Cash App, not debit.
No, it was just
a debit card.
The debit Cash App card was, I think, the only thing that was used, and that was, they know it was used that morning at the Chevron. And Shishi, thank you so much for that super chat. That is very nice of you. Thank you.
Oh wow, thank you, Shishi. Why am I saying thank you? No, I'm talking about 6 months later. Yeah, it was used again in Texas.
It was a Cash App debit card.
Yeah, it was a
card and a debit card.
Yeah, it was the Cash App debit
Cash
card
App.
that was used.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
No, you said a debit card and her Cash App.
Yeah.
No, I said debit card, and then
No, you
I
said debit card,
listen.
Cash
I
App.
said debit card, but then I corrected myself and said Cash App, so that
Okay,
you guys
well,
wouldn't think
and
I was talking about a bank card.
also, I thought that all of okay, so the Cash App card after she disappears was used 4 times. Four of them, I believe it was, went through after Kirsten put money on the Cash App account. One of them, I was thinking they were all for McDonald's. One of them was for a Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic. The only two that went through was Sonic and McDonald's, or not Sonic and McDonald's, but McDonald's in Texas.
Okay, I didn't see where it was from, but I did see that there was a warrant sent to Cash App.
Yeah,
Cash App comes back and says we don't keep that data of.
IPs, IP
Yeah,
addresses. Yeah,
but they did. It wasn't IP addresses. It was something else that was. I forgot who even said it. It might have been Kirsten, but um, I can't remember if it's where the transaction, like where, like to the Sonic, if it was where that was at. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
It was something. I'll have to go back and look how it was wrote.
Well, do you wanna play her YouTube video? Like, I don't think it's too long because she's got it like in a timeline all written down.
Is it her YouTube video? Because if it is, I
No,
don't want to play it.
it's in the group.
Okay, I'll have to go find it in a second. Um, Wait, Sally Mae, I got them all. I got Shane's, Cat's first one, Shishi's, Cat's second one, and then Shishi's second one. I got them all. Okay, let me find. I gotta find the road.
Betty Joe,
What?
What?
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, she put something in private chat. Oh, well, shit. Never mind.
I'm gonna keep calling you out as long as you keep talking about all these guys you want to go after.
I'm a 47-year-old woman who hasn't even had any in a month. Give me a break.
I'm a
Oh, that is too much information.
year old next
Avery.
month and don't want to hear it.
Where the
Well, too bad.
Hold on. This mess.
It's gonna be
I'm
too
pretty
bad.
sure
Um,
in another 6 months, the menopause will make me not even want it. So then I'll be like a man hater. Then what are you guys gonna do?
That's not necessarily true.
Laugh at you.
Don't even try it.
Okay, hold on.
Anyhow, there's nothing wrong with looking at
Just because
them.
you get menopause doesn't mean everything disappears.
I sure hope not, because that's my whole damn life. That's all I have left.
You got your son, so don't say that.
I'm talking about. Look,
You
I
don't need
am.
a man to be happy.
I don't want a man to be. Oh God, I'm not trying to.
You done got her all confused now, Betty Joe.
I know, right?
I'm not trying to have a relationship with every hot guy I see. I just like to look.
Um, um,
Golly,
um.
I'm
You
not a hooker.
better rephrase that.
I have no comment.
God, it says I'm not getting into that one.
No, I just have no comment about what she said. Son of a.
Yep. Baby's still asleep.
Hold on. Okay, Avery, can you see it? Because
Yes.
somehow I accidentally grabbed it and turned it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a little bit better picture of what. Well,
Oh my
it's
God, building a swimming pool.
It kind of says there's something like to the right, barely to the left of the house.
right here.
It's kind of, yeah.
Little
Could
field.
that be an apartment?
Okay, hold on, because it does have a walkway out to it. So let's do this. Where the hell's my little street you do? Let's see. This one shows. I can't see it from there. Give me a second. Let me move it around. All these fucking bushes in my way. Jeez. Oh, wait. Can I sit here? No, I can't see it from there. See, I can't see it from the street view.
Hmm.
What are you
Can't
trying
you just
to see?
drive up the driveway?
Well, I mean, if I could, I would, but it
I don't
won't.
think
It's
it
not
will.
gonna take me up the driveway.
I don't think it will. It'll only go so far, and that's it.
Yeah, it's gonna stay on the road. Need a better view. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. How the fuck do I get off of this? Can I
Oh,
go? Where's
yeah.
the house? Can I go back here?
And y'all want her to drive? You sure
Hey,
about that?
I look. I can get you from point A to point B and never get lost. Thank you very much. So, all right. So, oh yes, see we can. So there's the long driveway to the house I was talking about that was new.
Okay. And where's
Oh,
the house?
to the left, right?
Okay,
No.
hold on. Wait, I gotta figure out where I'm at real quick. Hold on.
It ain't
I'm,
that blue one, right?
No,
I'm,
no, no, no. So wait, let me show y'all this, just so y'all know where we're at.
I'm
Here's
discombobulated.
here's the grandparents' house right here, where the red pin is, and I'm on the street
Yeah, I see it.
back. Okay, so I need
Oh, so you would needed to just flip around. You needed to do a
I need
180.
no, I want to drop right here,
And
but
bring
I
come down.
need to figure out, and this house is going to be in my way. This one right here, their neighbors are going to be in my way to see what this is right
There you
here.
go. There you go. Now go down. Right on it.
It,
But
it
you can't just go down on it. It won't make it flat.
Yeah, I don't know what that
Gotta
is.
go
I think
slow though.
that's a building.
So is that their in-ground pool? Or is that somebody else's?
No, that's their neighbors. Hold on, let me try
Okay.
something here.
Because what I was thinking, if somebody was mentioning an apartment, if they had it like an in-ground pool or a pool,
Oh,
sometimes
there,
they have pool houses.
right there. Drive forward. Drive forward.
I don't think it's going to take her to it though.
It's
Not
a
all the way.
that's
That, I'm not
now
sure
it doesn't.
what
Now it looks like a flat concrete pad.
yeah,
It doesn't even look like a building. It's not even a building.
no.
Who
I
said
think
it was
that's
a
like a.
building?
I thought it was a, like a. I thought it was a building at first, but it looks
Oh,
kind of like
Mhm.
a patio.
yeah. It looks
Yeah,
like a patio.
See, that's the back door. See how perfect Earth is working tonight?
Yeah.
you're doing really good. I'm impressed
Well,
with your
see,
driving
Girl,
skills
I have went.
tonight.
Let me tell you, me and Google Earth have been all over Shreveport in the past 2 days. So I think we've got our understanding understood. You just go where I point you to, and don't go anywhere any other way.
I just have this feeling that she's meant up with somebody,
I'm
and
I'm curious about the dude in California. I'm
that's what I'm.
wondering if maybe she went out that way.
Yeah.
But if her and Kirsten were real close, like she says, why would she put her sister through that kind of hell?
Well, because
I don't know.
she has. They said she has some mental issues,
Yeah, they did say that also.
but they didn't say what kind of mental issues. They just said she has mental health, some type of
And
mental health issue.
yeah,
Well,
and
yeah, depression.
that's
That was
that's
from the
that's what the boyfriend said. And see,
depression.
the boyfriend. So when he
Well,
was
that's what
talking to
she said.
Jared on the phone, I don't think he knew that they were recording the conversation, that the camera was
Yeah,
on. And he says, well, one thing that the sister that Kirsten doesn't want to put out there, and so I don't know if this is even true. This is coming from the boyfriend, and he put it out.
Right.
It's on the video and everything. that a year before she went missing, she actually went and checked herself into a mental health facility.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't. It's
It's
hard
the,
to believe.
I mean, I don't know. I can't say that it's true. She could have had mental health problems.
Right.
That's if she did, she did.
But have
And
we heard that from her sister or just the boyfriend?
Just the boyfriend.
I'm trying to remember if there was some, because Jared, when he's talking to the sister, he talks about them going out that night to Fatty Arbuckle's, and he said, "I don't know if was she on her anxiety medicine, and if you're drinking with that medication, it might cause some
Yeah.
issues or whatever." Uh,
Yeah, just to date you more.
so, but the thing is, though, the boyfriend is sitting here saying that when he woke up and she wasn't there, that he was so shocked to wake up and she wasn't in the bed next to him. So he thought that she went and checked herself in. So he went to all the places in Shreveport and to a couple of different places in Bossier. But
He,
because they would not allow him, that like they wouldn't give him information if she was there, especially if she checked in as a Jane Doe or something like that. So he just drove around the parking lots to see if her car was there.
Yeah.
but he had a whole other story in his video saying that he woke up immediately seeing the text messages from her where she had screen recorded what she was seeing on his phone of him messing with another girl and had sent them to him. And so he knew that she was upset.
Yeah,
Nothing about, he didn't say anything about all of that,
I think
like,
he's trying to downplay his part in it. I don't trust him. I can't say that he had anything to do with it because I don't know and I don't have any facts on what he knows and doesn't know. I don't trust him.
hmm.
He's saying that he drove around to all these different places, but what time, I can't even remember what time he said it was that he woke up, because I remember when he was on the phone with Jared, he told, because Jared was like asking him a whole bunch of questions
Yeah.
about that morning and the night before and everything. And he said what time it was that he woke up, and then he kept saying that he had tried to call Kirsten, and she didn't answer and all this and that. Kirsten tells a totally different story. And
Yeah.
if I have
Yeah,
to believe, if I have to choose which one of the two that I'm going to believe, it's going to be the sister,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
the
Better.
sister is the one that is out there showing them everywhere that to possibly search, help find her sister. The
Yeah.
boyfriend understood that AWP was going to be working with her, and that she's going to be there at most of the searches or whatever. She even drove down to Montgomery, and that's an hour and a half from Shreveport, to
Well,
go with to show him
he
where it was
also
at.
asked the sister, does she talk to Gavin, and she said they don't have a really good relationship.
Right. So,
So
like
that's
I said, if I had to choose between the two, that who am I going to believe? It's going to be the sister.
yeah.
she said that she didn't like him because one time right in front of her, when Savannah was speaking, he put his hand over her mouth and told her to shut up.
You know, I'm not
And she didn't like that.
Thank
I'm
God
not
I
trying
don't
to
have no brothers and sisters.
I'm not trying to be mean, but he is not all that in a bag of chips.
Girl, he
He
ain't even a
really
bag.
ain't.
He ain't even the bag. What you talking about?
He is. I looked at when I was trying to watch his video. I was like, no, I can't watch this.
That's why I couldn't watch it, because
I
he did not seem genuine about what he was saying.
and he wouldn't look at the camera.
No, he kept looking away. He kept
Yep.
looking out of his window. I
I
was like,
can't.
I
Yeah.
can't watch it.
Yeah.
It did
I
not
couldn't
seem
do it.
genuine to me.
He's
And
not. He's looking away. He's not being straightforward. Looking at the camera, being straightforward. He's just looking all over the place, talking, talking. I was like, no, I'm done. I can't.
Vapor, there is in the Facebook group, there's a video that he did that someone posted in the Facebook group. It's of him sitting in
He
a car talking.
he posted it.
Yeah, he
He
It's
posted.
on
post
his,
he
yeah,
posted it. He's the one that posted it in the Facebook group.
I
yeah,
believe so.
Oh,
yep,
okay. Well, I didn't know that. Well,
yeah,
anyway,
that's how I found his profile.
I can tell you, he has a baby face. He looks like he's a spoiled little brat that
Mm-hmm.
he got anything that he wanted.
Yep.
And, I don't know like how he was in high school or whatever, but he thinks he's all that. and he's
Yeah.
not shit.
He definitely wasn't a jock.
He
So
he definitely wasn't something.
Oh man.
I don't think he's in the first 5 seconds that I listened to him, he did not seem genuine. And they always
Yeah.
say that you make your best impression in the first 2 or 3 seconds.
Yep.
He's
And
just not.
I gave him 5 seconds and he didn't do it. So
He's he's not
okay, let me find
what
it.
he's not what I expected her boyfriend to look like.
No.
But
No.
I'm trying
He's
not
very,
to.
he's very.
I don't want to shame him, based
Oh.
I
on
will.
like.
He looks like an ass. I'll shame the shit out of him.
Well, I mean, like I'm trying to say that, like, because my
Like,
child has weight issues, so
I
well,
know
no,
he
see, I'm not even
about
talking
that.
about his appearance
I
like
am.
that.
That was the
But
first thing I seen. I was like, wow, because she's so pretty and tiny, like I did I just
okay, well,
didn't
see,
expect.
here's the thing with it though. He is a bigger guy. He may have self esteem issues. He sees a very pretty, petite, small, slender built female that he can manipulate.
Yep.
He can tell her what to do. He
Yep.
can talk to her however he wants to, and that's what he did. I'm sorry if I'm standing in front of you, and this is nothing towards Kirsten. This is just my personal thing, and thank God, like I said, I don't have a little sister. But if I did, and her boyfriend is there and puts his hand over her mouth and tells her to shut up, he wouldn't have a hand.
No. We'd be fighting.
Like, and he that's how he it seems to me that he treated Savannah, because there was other things that the sister said about how, and she didn't go into detail, but just that the parents didn't know him, they never met him, but she knew him, she knew the relationship, she knew the type of relationship it was. Like I said,
Yeah.
she didn't go into details, but just by that, it makes me think that he was an ass to Savannah.
Mm-hmm. And then for her to find that on his phone with another
Mm-hmm.
female, that just proves what type of piece of crap he is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to play that video again that she did in the group because she said something about Savannah's phone pinging in Texas or something.
Wait, what is this?
I'm gonna have to go back.
Hold on, let me see what this is.
But it just, I don't know. By the way he was doing that video, I just couldn't watch it because to me he wasn't being, you know, genuine and
Oh,
serious.
I
dang.
listened. I listened to the whole thing. I just didn't really look at him. What are you danging?
Hold on. Oh,
Oh crap! My ass went
go,
numb.
go, Avery, go to Discord and
Okay.
look what just Don posted. Okay, let me go to Facebook and find the video that the boyfriend posted. Where's that? Right here. Give me a second because I got to scroll down to find the. Oh no, here it is, right here. Oh, he did post it. I didn't pay attention to who it was that. Um, no, I don't want to do that. Who it was that had posted it. Shit, hold on, y'all. I need to do this where it's not showing comments, so.
Well,
The fuck?
dang.
Wait. How do I do this work? Because I don't want to show people's comments in that's left comments under it.
Wait, are you talking? How do you do what?
Okay, so I'm in the Facebook group. I found Gavin's video.
Oh, no, don't play his video. Play her video.
Well, I'm gonna play them both,
We'll play hers first. But
but I
when you open her video on the bottom left, there's going to be a little arrow where right underneath the comments. You just click that arrow and it removes the comments.
But that she wants to know how you play it on
No,
here.
I know how to play it on here. I just want to. I want to do it where it's not showing people's comments because it has their
Yeah,
name and
hit the
stuff.
arrow. Should take the
Yeah,
comment.
just click that little arrow right on the bottom left of the video where the comment, right underneath where the comments are popping up, and
There
it takes
is
the comments away.
there is no arrow.
Wait, are you
And
are
if
you
I full screen it, okay,
if
wait,
you
let me
press
try this. Nope,
play?
that still brings up the comments. Even if I full screen it, it puts the comments on the side of the video. And I don't want to show people's names on here.
Just you don't see the little arrow at the bottom to take the comments away?
Uh-uh.
It's not an arrow, it's a oh my gosh, it's not an arrow, it's a oh my god, what the hell do you call that?
I don't see it.
Um, you
All
know,
I
the
see is
two
the
lines
setting.
pointing upward that touch each other at the top. What do you call that? The top
Huh?
part of a triangle? I
I'm confused now.
don't know what that's called.
It will confuse you.
I am. Oh, wait.
It's
Hold on.
a
Hold
greater than
on.
sign,
Hush,
but
hush, hush. A what?
it's a greater than sign, but it's
I
pointing
forgot which.
upward.
But I forgot which way the greater than sign goes, though. See, that's the problem. Y'all know
Well,
I don't do math or nothing with math. Math does not get math after
it looks like
noon.
it looks like, oh my god, what shape is this? Jesus criminy.
She
Um,
don't even know.
just the top part of a
What are you
triangle,
talking
but
about?
without the bottom. Two lines that meet at the top. Can you not see my fingers? No, you can't. Dang it. And I can't show my hand. I can't show my hand on camera. Dang it.
Why?
I just can't.
Yeah.
Ah,
No, it is there. There's nothing remotely close to what you are trying to describe.
ah.
King,
Can
I'm
you
sorry
share
for showing the watermelon, but I had to show y'all. I'm
can you
sorry.
share can you share your screen so I can show you where it is? Where the little thingy is.
If I do that though, it's gonna show. Well, let me try to do it. Like
It
Well,
might
just
not show.
don't press play. Just shut just
no, because I have people. It's there's things showing on my Facebook also.
But I'm saying it might not show the comments.
No, it's whenever I full screen it, it shows the comments. It shows the comments on the beside the video.
Oh.
Oh wait. No, hold on. No visible comments. Nope, that don't work. Motherfucker.
Do you want me to go get on my laptop and share it?
You might have to because I am not.
I can't believe this baby's still sleeping.
That baby was tired. I know there's a place that you can hide the fucking comments. Oh, never mind, Avery. I got it.
Okay. Whew. What the symbol look like?
It was a chat box. You know, like the little chat box that pops up above people's heads. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting
See,
you're on a you're on a computer. I'm thinking forget my
you,
whole greater than
it's
everything.
this little thingy right here. See, you had me off of that, Avery.
Because I forgot you're on a computer.
How could you forget that?
Ugh, you're playing him first? Okay.
Well, King told me 45 minutes ago to play it. And now
All right.
she's fussing at me because I showed watermelon
Okay.
earlier.
Well, I'm gonna mute while you play it.
Okay,
Okay, I'm a mute too.
all right. And y'all let me know if y'all cannot hear it. I'll cut it down a little bit because it's kind of loud in my headset.
Cannot hear it.
Y'all can't hear it, son of a
Nope.
A bunch of bullshit.
Did you remember to click share audio?
And yeah, mine stays on all the time.
Oh.
Okay, let's try this. Wait,
Hmm.
how did I do this? Okay, let's do. No, we want this one. Okay. See if y'all can hear it.
People in the group who already know that.
Okay, we hear.
No Savannah's family would know that.
Okay, let me mute. I'm gonna back it back up.
Everyone, my name is Gavin Medola. I'm Savannah's girlfriend. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the group who already know that. I know Savannah's family would know that. I know my family knows that. And I'm sure there's a couple of randoms that have been on there that may have seen me say something that would show that, or I'm sure random people might just know that I was Savannah's boyfriend just because, but I'm kind of just here, just gonna tell the story how I know it, and hope maybe, even though it's been all those days, maybe something I say could help find something. I don't know, but on May 4th of 2022, a couple days after my birthday, Savannah and I went to Fatty Arbuckle's, which was a bar downtown, and we got there probably, I don't remember what time we got there, honestly. We got there sometime in the night, because I can remember driving to the parking garage, and it was nighttime, and Savannah and I were singing, and we were listening to music in Savannah's car, and we went to the Bolly's parking garage, because Fatty Arbuckle's is like right. It's kind of weird to explain, but if you park at the Bolly's parking garage, you're right there at Fatty's. But we parked at Bolly's and we went to Fatty's, and I know we drank for a little bit when we first got there. We definitely were just keeping to ourselves like we usually did. We definitely drank for a good little while by ourselves. I know some point throughout the night, after both of us had gotten pretty intoxicated, or I know for sure, at least I was. I think Savannah had definitely had a good amount of drinks as well, because we were pretty much just going back and forth, I guess. But I know some point during the night we started talking to some random people. We kind of just had like a, the average run-of-the-mill bar night, honestly. Nothing happened at Fatty's at all. Not that, at least I know of, that upset Savannah in any way or did anything. Nothing happened at Fatty's from what I know, but sometime I'd say around 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really want to say the 1 to 3 area. Savannah and I, and I've seen a lot of stuff on the group. Obviously, I see a lot of misinformation. I have no problem with it. I don't really care. I don't care what any of you say, to be honest. I enjoy when you guys are trying to help, but anyone else, any of these internet detectives or any of these people, especially ones that didn't even know Savannah, like anything any of you say, if it's helpful and you're trying to help Savannah, I appreciate it, and I forever will, but I will never if you guys have any bad things to say about me or whatever, all I'm saying really is that say them. I don't care. I just want to find my girlfriend, man. But we got home from Fatty's at whatever late time in the morning that was. I was very inebriated. I think Savannah was a fair bit inebriated. I was definitely more inebriated than her. I don't know how that ended up. Maybe I either ended up drinking more than her, or I'm just a lightweight. I don't know what it was, but we went to my room, which was at my grandmother's house. Me and Savannah lived with my grandmother. And we went to my room, and I don't remember what we did. We were watching something or listening to music or something, but I remember some point throughout the night when we had gotten back to my house that I started feeling terrible and just absolutely horrible, and I started throwing up, and I remember I couldn't drink for a little bit, like not alcohol, but just water, anything in general. I started throwing up, and Savannah got me some water. She was comforting me. She was kind of just like, who knows what she was doing. I think she was like just rubbing my head or something like that. She was calming me down. I was just puking multiple times, and I remember just like I got so upset because I couldn't stop puking towards the end of whenever that time was of night for me. That when I was puking, at that point pretty much I just like begged Savannah to. I wouldn't say begged. I was drunk, I don't know what form I did it in, but I was pretty much asking Savannah to lay with me and just, obviously just normal ways of thing. I was just like, lay with me, and I'm going to sleep. I'm fucking drunk. I just passed out, honestly. Completely just knocked out. I don't remember going to sleep. Barely remember waking up, but yeah, I knocked out that night sometime around, I think 4 or 5, I guess. That'd be my best guess. I don't know. And I woke up that morning. I definitely still felt like shit. And I woke up and I woke up, I was glad that I went to the bar for some reason. I was very glad that we went to the bar. I guess it just felt good to get out. It kind of.
Okay, Tip, thank you so much for that super chat. That was very nice of you. I got a question real quick. He brings up 4 to 5 a.m. He guesses that's the time. And he says he woke up. So is he trying to say that he woke up around 4 or 5 that morning and then trying to backtrack on it?
I thought he was saying he fell asleep at 4 or 5. But didn't he say he was thrown up and they got in like 2 to 3, and then he's thrown up and sick and fell asleep around 4 or 5?
I don't know, because he says 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere around the 1 to 3. He's talking too much.
Yeah.
But I thought he just said 4 to 5, and he guesses he woke up. Let me back it up, because hold on. Let me back up to make sure, because I was writing as I was listening.
Oh, okay.
Let's listen to it again.
I think you can speed him up too if he's too slow. I think. I'm not positive.
Okay, hold on.
I woke up. I was glad I went to the bar for some reason.
Let me back it up a little bit more.
And I woke up and I was glad I went to the bar.
Shit.
I don't know. Time around.
Okay, let's do it from here.
I think 4 or 5, I guess. I don't know. That'd be my best guess. I don't know. And I woke up that morning. I definitely still felt like shit. And I woke up and I was.
See how he puts it?
Yeah, I can't figure out if he's saying he woke up sick. I don't know.
He woke up around 4 or 5. I don't know. That's what he says.
Which would have been around the time that Savannah would have left.
I woke up 4 or 5. I don't know. That's how he says it.
And King's right. He's doing it on purpose to confuse people. He's lying. I'm sorry.
See, if he was blackout drunk, there's no telling what happened. You know what I mean?
Okay, but if you're blackout drunk, then how do you remember some things but not everything?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're blackout drunk. You're blackout drunk.
You're not remembering shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's remembering too many details.
Mm-hmm.
Like too many details that doesn't even matter. About her rubbing the back of his head.
Right.
What of importance is that?
I mean,
true.
My thing is, who's to say that he didn't track her phone and he is the one who met her at that parking garage?
Or he did something if she is the one that came back to his house.
That
And
too.
and Vapor said if you're blackout drunk, you don't sleep for 2 or 3 hours and then wake up.
Nope.
No, you sleep that shit off.
Yep.
Oh, and her sister does say in the other video that it was a mistake that they said that they could see that Savannah was in the car pulling out of that parking garage alone, that employees had verified that she was alone. She said that was an error. It was a mistake. Nobody's verified that she was alone
No,
or
because
that she was even in the car.
they couldn't see in the car.
Yeah. Couldn't see in the car, so you really
Well,
don't know.
she said that somebody had said employees had verified that she was alone, but
Mhm.
in her video she says no, that's a mistake.
Just Don, that is true. Remember Sarah Boone's case? She was blackout drunk too and doesn't remember is it George? What was the dude's name?
Jorge,
Jorge in the suitcase.
yeah, she's a big old liar.
Yeah. Hey Commander, how are you? Okay, let's finish watching this. That way we can get the other one going.
I remember I woke up, I was glad that I went to the bar for some reason. I was very glad that we went to the bar. I guess it just felt good to get out, kind of introverted, I guess, a little bit. But I don't know, I woke up and I was glad that I went to the bar. I was definitely not glad that I drank as much as I did and that I felt as bad as I did, but I was glad that I had a good time before I felt sick, and I was glad that Savannah had a good time because, like I said, we really didn't go out much. I barely ever went out. Well, nothing like we enjoyed going out when we would do it, but we really didn't go out all that much. I'm also was and still am very poor, so that helps. But yeah, I woke up on the morning of May 4th, and she was just gone. As soon as I woke up, I didn't really think anything of it, you know. She lived with me, you know, so I mean, we kind of just, obviously she sleeps in my bed with me, and we wake up together every day and sleep together every night, and it had been like that for a while now. I remember I'd seen someone say that it was for X amount of days or weeks or something, but that was she had been living there for, I want to say, around 3-ish months. I can guarantee it was at least 2 months, but I think it was closer to around 3 or 4-ish months. But yeah, I woke up and she was gone, and like I said, we lived together, so it wasn't completely abnormal that if I wake up she's not right there. Usually it was, because I usually always waked up. I usually always woke up before Savannah. That's just how it was. And God, did that girl like to sleep. And I would usually always wake up before her, but again, I didn't. As soon as I woke up and she wasn't right next to me, I didn't panic. It wasn't like a, oh my God, world's over, where's Savannah? I think I checked the bathroom and I just asked my grandma, if Phoebe, you seen Savannah? Or, I don't remember if my grandma was awake. If she was, I definitely asked her. I went outside, and after I searched the entire house, I didn't find her. I was like, oh, okay, well, she snack run or drink, breakfast, donut, anything. Obviously, I'm not going to assume that something wrong or bad had happened at this point in time. I didn't need to believe that or anything, but I went outside and her car was gone, and so I don't remember what I immediately did, but I think before I ever went back inside, I called Savannah's sister to see if Savannah was over at her sister's house, because her sister lives in this city, and her sister, I don't even think her sister responded to me before her sister showed up at my grandmother's house, trying to see if Savannah was over here, because at whatever time in the morning that was, Savannah called her sister and left her that voicemail. I'm guessing Savannah was driving somewhere at that point. I haven't listened to the voicemail in a while, so I don't even remember hearing anything in the background. I remember pretty decently what Savannah said and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know where. Savannah very well could have been in my house at the time that voicemail was sent. I don't know, because I was asleep the whole time. When I went to sleep on the night of the 4th, that was the last time I ever saw Savannah. That was the last time I ever spoke to her. That night I went to sleep. That was the last time I saw her. And I can't believe I'm gonna post this video for all kinds of random people to see. Society doesn't raise men or portray men to be as crybabies, and I wouldn't call myself one either, but just knowing that that night when we went to the bar, that me going to sleep that night, and I'm sure I told her I love you 1,000 times that day, and I'm sure I told her 1,000 more times when we from the car to the damn house by the time I fell asleep, because it's how I am, and I guarantee I did. But knowing that could be, or may have been the last time I ever got to talk to her, see her, tell her I love you, is definitely, it's the worst feeling imaginable, man. I don't know where Savannah is. I have a pretty good theory. I told Savannah's immediate family members, or at least some of them, or maybe it was just one of them, and I won't name names, but I told one or two people what I think happened in terms of Savannah's family members. I've told my family members a bunch of times. I talk to my friends and stuff like that, but I don't feel the need, nor do I want to say in public or on the internet what I think happened. But I don't know where she is, man. I have no clue where Savannah Nicole Hale is. I just hope, even though I still consider her to be my girlfriend, I guess. I don't know how that works. I don't care about the relationship, man. I do, obviously, and I always will. And she was the best thing, single-handedly, without a doubt, to ever happen in my life. Savannah had brought me absolutely immense happiness, more than anything ever had. But I just want her to be okay. And that's it, man. I hope she is all right, no matter where she is or where she might have went. I hope she's okay, and that's all. I just hope she's okay. I don't. If she never spoke another word to me again, that'd be all right. I just hope she's all right. But that is all I have. And if anyone sees this and wants to ask me anything, I don't care what it is. If you think it's appropriate or not, you can't hurt me. You won't ask me anything that scares me or makes me sad or angry. If anyone wants to just talk or ask me something or ask anything, just go ahead, message me.
I don't believe nothing this dude's saying. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
He just clearly said he still considers Savannah his girlfriend, but I don't know how that works. I don't care about the relationship. I just hope she's okay.
Yeah. It's like, dude.
His tone of voice changed when he said that part.
And then at the beginning where he says, I'm her boyfriend just because. What the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't believe nothing. I told you I didn't seem genuine. That's why I only made it through the first 5 seconds to begin with.
That's why I couldn't.
But I sit here and listen to the whole thing for y'all. But I still don't believe nothing he says.
Nope.
Okay.
I have a theory on where she's at.
Well, yeah, he didn't. He might have told, and it could be Vapor that he thinks she's with another guy. It could be that. But the thing is, though, he says that he told some of her immediate family. Then it might have been one or two. Then he couldn't remember who it was, but he did tell his family several times, and he talked to his friends. So, who is more important to what your theory is about what happened to Savannah? Her immediate family or your friends and your family? All right, I gotta find.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about him. I can't.
I don't trust him. I don't think he's genuine
I
at
can't
all.
decide. I
Okay,
can't decide. I don't know. I gotta think on it for a while. I know.
Okay, where is Kirsten's video? I gotta find it.
Oh, it's not too far down.
And it's in the group?
Yeah.
What is it of?
It's her talking in the camera, just like him.
Okay, hold on then. I gotta find it because I'm not seeing it unless I haven't went down far enough.
I tried to wake the baby up, put her in my bed. She flipped out on me.
Oh,
That poor baby.
He said, I'm not even tired. I said, okay, go back to sleep. I left her in her room. She went back to sleep.
Okay, I found it. Now let me remember how I did. Oh shit. Okay, so it's a 30-minute one, so let me see if I can speed it up a little bit.
I think you can in that little settings thing.
Yeah. Let me see if this is too fast though. Oh no, we can't play it that damn fast. Okay. It's of her in the red shirt, Avery, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I just really don't know how I feel about him.
I'm just honest with how I think he's lying. So okay, let's see if I'm gonna play it. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear it.
I just want to introduce myself. My name is Kirsten.
Yeah, we hear it.
I don't know. I am
Okay.
Savannah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute then.
All right. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Kirsten. For those of you that don't know, I am Savannah's older sister. Savannah has been a missing person since May 4th of 2022. Savannah moved to Shreveport about a year prior to her missing. She lived with me and my spouse at the time. They had like a lease agreement and stuff like that. Like as long as she was in school, her rent was only $275 a month, and that's everything included. You know, like groceries, all that. Everything was included in that. Just to make it affordable for her while she's in school, and wouldn't have to, you know, stress or work too much. Like she could have a part-time job and sustain everything while being a full-time student. Okay, so let me make this statement real quick. There's going to be some information that I talk about. I was told by authorities not to let everything out at the time, just because it could mess up the ongoing investigation and stuff like that. I'm at the point with SPD, I feel like they don't care, that they're not doing much of anything. I feel like they really blew this case. Like, I feel like they could have found her if they would have took the time out to follow up on leads and do their job, basically. So I'm letting everything out at this point. I feel like the public is more capable of finding her than they are, honestly. Okay, so let's go into the last time that I saw my sister, which was May 1st. It was the Sunday before she went missing on May 4th, that Wednesday. So at the time, I was the waitress at Logan's Roadhouse on Erie Drive in Shreveport. It was the lunch shift. So I would get off at 4. She came up to my job, I want to say around like 12 or 1, and kind of just sat up there. She would snack on appetizers, and she would, you know, just play on her phone and chill with me while I'm working and just kind of wait for me to get off so we can go to dinner. At first, it was supposed to just be her and I go to dinner and have girls' time, but the whole time that she's at my job, Gavin, her ex-boyfriend, was at the casino. He had just turned 21. He was, you know, she had told me he'd been out to bars and casinos like every day since he had turned 21. I don't have proof of that. I don't know if that's true. So nobody come after me, like his friends and family. I'm going off of what was told to me from her mouth. Okay. Just stating that. Anyway, so she said that she was kind of like fed up with it and she was aggravated about it, all this, blah, blah, blah. Well, he's texting her the whole time, talking about, oh, I miss you, and like, let's do something. And she's like, well, I'm with my sister. And he's like, well, come with me, and like just all this. About a month prior to her missing, she stopped hanging out with me as much and started being more with him, which I understand. Like, you're in a new relationship, you know, like you want to be with that person, you really like that person, you want to be with them. So I get it. But I felt like he was kind of pulling her more for me, because every time we were supposed to hang out, she'd be like, oh, well, me and Gavin are going to go do this instead. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, she just kind of disappeared. She stopped going to work. She hadn't showed up for work in the month prior to her missing, which I found out from her supervisor. The day she went missing, I found out from her supervisor that she hasn't shown up to work. She's missed shifts. She kept calling out, all this, and that she had quit on the 3rd over a text message. So that was weird to me, because she was still telling me that she's going to work and all this. So the whole Gavin situation is something entirely else. Do I think he did anything to her? No, I do not. So I'm not just throwing his name over whatever and slandering him and all this. Like, I'm not. I just don't like him. My opinion, I'm entitled to my opinion, Gavin, by the way. I don't like him. Savannah would come home with bruises on her and all this and blah, blah, blah. Like, and he says it's from playing and all this, blah, blah, blah. But I've been in an abusive relationship. I know how it goes. And yeah, I don't know. Anyways, okay, so May 1st, get off of work. She goes and picks Gavin up from the casino. And we all meet at Walk-Ons on Erie. My friend comes and has dinner with us as well. So it's the 4 of us. It's Savannah, Gavin, me, and my friend. Dinner's a little awkward. I already don't like Gavin. So it's just kind of like, you know, like, I'm just here because I love her. I want to be around her, and I can't hang out with her without you. So it's kind of that situation for me. Now, dinner's about to end. Me and Savannah are having a conversation. I don't remember what we were talking about. I have tried and tried and tried to remember. I cannot recall what we were discussing. All I remember is getting pissed off. Sorry about my language. My bad. all I remember is lashing out on Gavin because he had put his hand over her mouth and told her to shut up. That's not okay. To me, that's not okay. And he was just like, well, that's how we play, and that's how we joke around and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, bro, that's not how you play. That's not, no. And with Savannah, if I'm wrong, Savannah will correct me. Like, Savannah is quick to correct me and tell me, like, hey, older sis, like, you're wrong. I'm right. Like, you know how little sisters are. But anyways, she never once corrected me. So that made me believe, okay, this has happened before and not in a playful way. Do I have proof of that? No, I do not. This is just my opinion of it. Well, me and Savannah go to the bathroom while the guys pay and stuff. And I tell her, I'm like, look, like, if you're being abused, like, let me know. We will handle the situation. And she's like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Like, I'm fine. Whatever. Like, okay, well, we all hug, tell her I love her. She tells me she loves me, all that, blah, blah, blah. We leave. I don't hear from her again until May 4th. May 4th, I wake up at 8 a.m. and I look at my phone and I have a missed call and a text from her and a voicemail. First thing I do is read the text. The text stated that she's sorry, she loves me, she can't do this anymore. Okay. Anybody in their right mind is like, okay, that's suicidal. Like, to me, that was suicidal. The text message was at 6:42 a.m. The voicemail was at 6:08 a.m. So that's like a 30, 45-minute difference, somewhere in that time frame. At 6:08, the voicemail stated, hey, Kirsten, give me a call when you can, whenever you wake up, just whenever, it's fine. I love you. Okay, bye. I think I've put the voicemail somewhere. It might be somewhere on the page. I know my dad had attached it to a YouTube video he had made for her, and it's on there. But I'll reattach it to something. Anyways, so I get worried. So I immediately call her back. The first phone call rings twice, and then it goes to voicemail, like somebody declined it or her phone died. One or the other, I don't know. Oh, sorry. But okay, so call her. It rings twice, goes to voicemail. So then I call again. Every phone call from there on out has went straight to voicemail. It has never once rang again. So I remember, okay, well, we share locations on Snapchat. So I go on Snapchat, and it said that she was active 2 hours prior to 8, so like 6 o'clock, at the Capital One parking garage, which is on the corner of Travis and Market Street, downtown Shreveport. So I go down there, throwing clothes. I go down there. I get there about probably maybe 8:45, 9 o'clock, and I'm looking in the garage. I'm looking in the parking lot, just anywhere that her car could possibly be. I make blocks, everything. Like, I can't find her. I just can't find her. So Gavin lived about 10 minutes away, like 7-10 minutes away. So I go to Gavin's house, and she's not there either. But Gavin was walking. So Gavin's house is like right here, and then there's the land, and like right here in the land there is a drainage way. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like a drainage way. It's a big drainage. Anyways, there's a little bridge that goes over it, and then up on the hill is another relative's house. I think it's his mom. I'm not 100% positive. I think it's his mom's house. I don't know, but it's a relative. Anyways, he's on that bridge and he's walking across. This is at like 9:30 a.m. So I yell at him, get his attention. He walks over, and I'm like, he's like, hey, where's Savannah? Like, have you seen Savannah? Have you heard from Savannah? Is she at your house? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, no, like, that's why I'm here. I'm looking for her. And he's like, well, I don't know where she's at. And like, she left and she hasn't come back. I thought she was at your house and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nah, bro. So I was like, well, have you heard from her or anything? Because I had a call and a text. And I told him what they said. And he was like, I was like, well, did you get anything? And he's like, well, I had a Snapchat messages. I was like, okay, well, can I see them? And he's like, well, I didn't save them. Like, it was on Snapchat, so they disappeared. I was like, okay, well, what were they? And he was just like, it was just like her taking pictures of his phone. Like, she found something in his phone, she took pictures of it and sent it to him. And he's like, that was it. I can't remember what was on it, but that's what it was. All this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. Me, knowing her, knowing women in general, we do that when you're cheating. Just saying. Come on now, common sense. Everybody does that. All women, well, most, not all, but yeah. Anyways, so I was like, okay, well, if you hear from her, let me know, because I'm looking for her. He's like, okay. So I go home. About 11 o'clock, I call the police, because at this point, I'm tired of waiting. I have a really bad gut feeling about everything. So I'll call the police. They said they'll come out to my house to make a missing persons police report and all that. So I was like, okay. They get there about 1 o'clock, and we do the paperwork. We file all that. On May 7th, Shreveport police finally make it an official missing persons case. They had to wait 72 hours. So they finally make it her missing person. Now, within this time frame, me and my friends gain access to her emails, her Cash App account, her social media, like everything, like gain access to it all. So this is how I found the card transaction that she made on May 4th at 6:06 a.m. at the Chevron on North Market. This is also how I gained access to her Google Maps account, and was able to see like her driving routes and like where she went, all that. So sorry, I have everything written down so I don't mess nothing up. Yeah, okay. So when I found the card transaction, I gave the information to the detective that was over the case at the time. And I don't think she did anything really, because I called back months later to see if she ever went up there, and they told me that she didn't, or that anybody did it from the police department. So there's that. Anyways, I went up to the Chevron to see if they could give me footage. They could not, but the way that it's set up, it's like the gas station, and in the same building, it's separate buildings, but it's the same building. There's a laundromat. I go next door to the laundromat because I see that they have cameras outside that point in the parking lot. So I go in there and I talk to the lady that's working, and she said that she could not personally let me see the video, but that she could watch it and she could explain it to me. So she tells me that Savannah actually parked right in front of the laundromat, so she could see directly into her car. She said that she was by herself. She went into the store, got whatever. When she came out, she didn't have anything on her, which made me assume that, okay, she bought like a vape or something, because that's about the price. It was $21.91. So that's about the price of a vape. She said she gets in the car. It looks like she made a phone call. I was like, okay, well, car transaction was at 6:06. I had a missed call at 6:08. I was like, so I think that's when she called me. I mean, that's just the time frame. That's when it all lines up. It's like, okay, well, she called me. And then she said she got off the phone and she backed out and she took a left. When you take a left, you go back up towards Gavin's house. So there was that. On May 9th, also, when I went to Gavin's house to see if she was there, he had told me they went out to the bar that night before and all that, and said they had got home anywhere from like 2 to 4. It's like, okay. So on May 9th, I go to the bar and I get camera footage. They left at 4:14. I think it was 4:12, 4:14, somewhere in those like 2-minute time frame. The owner of the bar was there when I went, and he gave me everything that I wanted. I got all the camera footage. It's on my phone actually. They seemed like they were having a good time. I didn't notice anything like too weird between them. They talked to quite a few people and all that. And then when they left, they went back towards the parking garage of El Dorado, which I'm assuming is where they had parked her car. And yeah. Between May 9th, which is when I got the bar footage, and May 29th, in that time frame, this group, for the life of me, I cannot remember who they're with, but they came out and they went on like waterways and like boat launches and stuff from downtown Shreveport, and like through this magnet, because they were saying that if her car went off into the water, that it wouldn't have went far, like in that time frame, like it was, still recent. Excuse me. It was still recent, so her car wouldn't have drifted far if she would have went off into the water. So they were throwing this magnet to see if they could attach to anything, and they did not. Also, in this time frame, flyers are being passed out. They're being posted all around downtown, businesses out of town. I mean, like different cities. I know some that got posted in Texas. So yeah, like things are being done in these time gaps. Also in that time frame, I was interviewed by detectives. My dad was interviewed. My spouse at the time was interviewed. Gavin was interviewed. I think that's everybody that was interviewed that I know of by detectives, to kind of like, I guess, just clear us all from doing anything or being suspects. That's the word I'm looking for. On May 29th, police show up at my little sister's house for a wellness check on Savannah. Savannah's not there. So this is a false wellness check. It was anonymous, so nobody got in trouble. My sister Megan lives in Kentucky. Okay. I had been in contact with her. We've already been discussing. So I already knew Savannah wasn't there. But someone, I don't know who, was like, oh, well, Savannah's there and whatever. Y'all need to go check on her. She wasn't there. So I kind of just harassed my little sister for no reason. So whoever made that anonymous call, thank you for harassing my little sister. I appreciate it. My other little sister. On June 10th, John Abel, which is, I want to say, with United Cajun Navy, he does a water search. He goes up and down Red River, and then he also goes on 12 Mile Bayou. I think he does this for 2 days. I'm not 100% sure. I went with him the first time he went on Red River, but I know he had been back afterwards. So I think it was for 2 or 3 days that he did do searches, him and his brother. On June 13th, someone of the name Daisy Day, I have no idea who this person is, sent Savannah $5 on Cash App saying, thanks for coffee. Thanks for the coffee. I don't know who this person is. Never heard of this person in my life. Savannah's never mentioned a Daisy Day. I don't know. Savannah's Cash App was not public. The only social media that Savannah had was Snapchat and an Instagram that didn't have anything on it. She didn't have Facebook. So, however, either this person knew Savannah or I don't know how she got Savannah's Cash App. But whoever this is, I have no idea who this is. But she sent Savannah $5 on June 13th for coffee. On June 25th, me and a friend go to the parking garage and finally are able to talk to someone, security, and they have they give us a picture of what looks like Savannah's car leaving the parking garage. We don't know the direction or anything like that. Now, with that picture, it has been posted. You cannot 100% confirm that's her car. It does look like her car. It is the same color as her car, and it does match the time frame. But you can't confirm that she's alone because you can't see in the car. And there was comments and statements that went around. I don't know who made these comments or statements saying that it was confirmed by employees that she was indeed in that parking lot, in the parking garage by herself. That's false. That's some BS. It was never confirmed by anybody that she was alone. So wherever that came from, I don't know, but I'm clearing that out of the air right now. That was not confirmed. August 2nd and August 3rd, Chaos Divers come out and they do water searches as well. They didn't find anything. And then between August and November, it's really just more about like social media and like getting her flyer out there and putting her face so people can see her face in her car. Tow truck companies are called car lots, not car lots, but like the kind of like you pull it almost like junkyards and stuff. We're called just like looking where her car may be, body shops, just everything. I had talked to a person that was over the video footage, not the video footage, the cameras that were put into Shreveport, I want to say like a month or two before she went missing, because, you know, there were a lot of break-ins and stuff like that. So they did that for security and safety of Shreveport. They went through camera footage. They could never find her or anything like that. Detectives said that they ran her plates. Her plates never left the state and they never left the city. So her car never left Shreveport on any main ways or main roads that have cameras. She never took any interstates, anything like that. So I believe she's still in Shreveport somewhere, or her car is anyways. And I feel like her car is going to lead us to her. So moving on. On May 7th, I get a phone call from a family member, and they said that they received a text message on November 4th from a random number. It was a Dallas area code stating that they had information on Savannah. My aunt said that she gave that information to the detective, was going to let the detective handle it. It was the weekend, and she just didn't want to worry, you know, me or my parents at the time. So then I called the detective on the 7th. I'm like, what you got? Like, what are you getting out of the text? Like, did you find out who they are or whatever? Anyways, the detective was like, well, I called the number and the guy said that he's not the abductor, but he has information on her whereabouts, but he wants to remain anonymous because he doesn't want to get in trouble because he's not the abductor. And he just made that very, very clear. And then he was like, but I do want the reward. So the detective told the guy that if you want a reward, like you're going to have to call Crime Stoppers. They're going to have to verify the information that you give them, and they'll talk about a reward, after that, or see about giving you a reward. There was no tips or anything like that ever came into Crime Stoppers. So one or two things: either the guy was just full of it and he just wanted to extort money, or two, he was scared and didn't want to get in trouble. I don't know. It was never looked into any further than that by detectives. Now, I had a friend look up the number and kind of, do some behind the scenes digging. They said that they were smart with it, that the phone number could be from anywhere because they did not use the actual number. They used like a text app number where you get the fake phone numbers and stuff. And that they were smart to block the signal. So like the IP address and stuff made it bounce off like a different location from where they were at. So it was non-traceable to anybody. On November 13th. Now this is something that I really felt like would have led us to her or to her car or to someone that would know her car or where her car was, but it hasn't been looked into by detectives. So that this on November 13th, it was a card transaction, and this is what's leading me to put everything out there and kind of just really ask for the public to do what they can do, and anybody that knows how to hack stuff and track stuff and whatever, like, let me know. So on November 13th at 7:09 p.m., a total amount of $6.42 was used on her Cash App card, which is the same card that she used on May 4th at 6:06 a.m. right before she called me to purchase whatever she purchased. It was declined. So McDonald's did not have the information on the card. So I called Cash App. Cash App gave me at the time the area code of the McDonald's. They didn't have an exact address because it was declined, but they did have an area code. So I looked up the area code. The area code was North Shreveport, which is where she went missing, which is also where her phone last pinged on May 4th, North Shreveport, North Market. Excuse me. The area code was 71107. There's only 2 McDonald's. So me and a bunch of other people and some detectives went to both these McDonald's, talked to the managers, looked at video footage, couldn't find anything. So the managers suggested that whoever used the card use the McDonald's app to order off of that. I had to get back in contact with Cash App in order to get the transaction ID number and the IP address. They did not have an IP address, but they did have a transaction number. So I do have that. I don't know if that will make it traceable or anything. So anyone who knows about that kind of stuff, feel free to DM me so I can give it to you and you can work your magic. Anyways, so yes, that's it. That's all the new information. It's still really all about like just getting her face out there, and yeah, I really feel like SPD just fumbled this case. But anyways, yeah. I will be going live Sunday at 6:30 p.m. for open discussion, questions, anything like that. So feel free to join. And I will see y'all then. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this and not giving up and just being really supportive and everything. So I want to say thank y'all from the family. Really do appreciate it. Love you guys so much for everything. So yeah, I'll have a great Friday night. Stay safe this weekend, and I will see y'all Sunday at 6:30.
Okay.
Oh, we lost Betty Joe.
Yeah, I'm getting the link back. She was backstage, but I didn't want to pull her up while it was playing because I didn't want it to mess anything up.
Oh.
What am I doing? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get back to where I was at. Okay, there's Betty Joe back. All right, Betty Joe, you back?
Yeah. Okay. I set my phone down and hit the damn.
You pulled an Avery.
Yeah.
Trying to copy me.
Well, I was trying to get the baby. and put her in my bed. And I set my phone down and hit the damn.
Leave her in her bed.
No.
So something I noticed,
Uh-huh.
Gavin said that she had been living with him for 2 to 3 months.
Yes.
Before that, her sister said it was the Sunday before she went missing is when she came into her sister's work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that Savannah, that night she had taken her aside into the bathroom after she was being abused. But she had made the statement about Savannah had been not hanging out with her as much, but she understood because of a new relationship. So if this was like a fairly new relationship, then how could he say that she checked herself into a hospital a whole year before?
I don't know if they were together when he's claiming that she did that. He just said that the sister, for whatever reason, is leaving that part out. So
I think
it may
I
not
think
even be
he's lying.
true.
Yeah, I think he's lying.
He could be just lying to try to make the sister look bad, or to make Savannah look bad, which that is not something that would make her look bad.
Now, something I did miss, and I heard it this time, was about Savannah having bruises. I didn't hear that whenever I listened to it. Well, actually, there was quite a few things I missed.
Yeah, and there was the transaction, the one that got declined.
Yeah, it was in Shreveport.
It was in Shreveport, in North Shreveport, which is like she said, where she went missing from.
Yep.
Yeah, so but there's two more that went through, and I guess it's after she made that video. And the two that
But
went through,
when did she make this video? What year?
Uh,
it was just a few months after she went missing. No, wait,
Hold on, I gotta go back to
no,
Facebook.
I think it was November
Of what year?
of 2022, the year she went missing. Because there's two more transactions. She's got screenshots of them because she put money on the card so that
Yeah.
way the
Yeah, after
transactions
that, and
could go
she
through.
doesn't, and she don't even talk about that, about putting the money on the card or anything like that.
That's why I
Yeah,
said,
But
and
hold on,
those
where the
were in Texas.
I need my phone for a second. See, I wish this shit would have happened on Venmo with the transactions or whatever.
Yeah, because and there is an update too. The Daisy Day who sent the $5, it
Yes.
turns out it was just somebody who was trying to send. They were just trying to send money, just see if they could get a response
Oh,
from
well,
her.
okay.
Yeah, so
I want,
that's in another updated video. And oh my goodness, you guys! Then there's she's got another video on her profile, and I think it's like the 2-year anniversary of Savannah being missing. And oh my God, does she cry? She cries and cries and cries. It's hard to watch.
Yeah, I need to go through the whole um, Facebook group and read everything.
So there's the Cajun Navy did searches in the water.
Hmm.
The Chaos
Yep.
YouTube channel, they did searches. Adventures with Purpose, and then there was another. Was it? I think it was maybe law enforcement.
She mentioned someone else. No, that was the guy. She said the guy's name with the Cajun Navy. That
Yeah, she
yeah.
mentioned Cajun Navy, Chaos, and She didn't mention Adventures of Purpose, so that video was done before them.
Yeah,
Before
because
they came.
they went out. I think they said in their videos she had been missing for like 8 to 9 months when they went out and started searching. And they did mention in their videos that there had been other search groups that had came out and didn't find anything either. So I don't know which ones. I don't think they mentioned which ones in their AWP didn't. So I don't know which ones went before them, or if there was any that went after them, or what.
I wonder if Doug Bishop would go with his crew.
I don't know. I know that I don't know where the other search people searched at, if they searched around where Savannah and the sister are from, um, down an hour and a half south of Shreveport. But I know the AWP missed at least 4 to 5 boat ramps in that area that they didn't search. That Savannah, more than likely growing up there, living there for 20 years, would have knew about the boat ramps. That's why I'm hoping that Kirsten answers me back, so I can find out if the other search groups went down there and searched those. Because the ones that I know of for a fact are very secluded.
Well, Chaos, they have their searches for Savannah on their YouTube channel.
Okay.
I don't know about the Cajun Navy if they have their. I don't think they put theirs on YouTube.
I don't think. Am I subbed to Chaos? I want to say that I am. Let me go through my thing real quick, because if not, I need to go find them. No, I don't guess I am. Because what did we watch them? There was another search. Somebody else was being searched for that Chaos did.
I don't know.
Maybe I was watching it. Oh wait, I must be spelling Chaos wrong. What the hell?
And that's not the video where she says about her finding out that Savannah's phone was back at his house for 2 hours. So that's like a pretty early on video.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now this is a What the fuck is? What is Chaos's? What is their YouTube channel called?
It's Chaos. Oh crap, Chaos. Oh shit, Divers. I can't remember. Chaos. Oh my goodness, Chaos Recovery Divers, something like that.
Okay, wait, I might have found it. Yeah, Chaos Divers.
Divers.
I got it
Okay.
right here. Okay. And I'm gonna drop the link to their channel in Discord just in case anyone wants to go.
And then there's a few podcasts also that have.
Okay.
There's a few
I'm clicking buttons and shit, y'all. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, there's a few podcasts too that have covered her that I was listening to while I was driving and working on Apple and Spotify.
Okay.
However, I can't remember the names of them. Aside from that, there's really hardly any YouTube videos aside from those searches.
Well, hopefully now that people are picking it up a little bit more on social media than what it was, hopefully somebody will know something somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chaos Divers did one 2 years ago. No, wait, that was an update on it. Hold on.
I gotta tell you guys something before I forget. Because if I don't say it, hold on. If I don't say it like right now, I'll forget. Um, so Jason Jensen and all the group of volunteers are out searching for the K bar,
Right.
and they're recording. They've been videoing it and stuff. How
Mm-hmm.
about they found a whole ass knife sheath? Can you believe that?
For what type of knife?
Totally different kind of knife.
Oh,
But I mean, what are the odds to just find a whole freaking knife sheath? I was like, what in the world? And it's weird. That's weird to me.
where did they find it at? Because they could have just like somebody might have threw it out because it wasn't any good anymore.
It's like looks brand new too. It's like in really
Uh,
good condition. They're on the side. I don't remember. I don't remember what road they were on, but they're doing a grid type search through pretty tall grass.
mm.
And he's got his dog with him too.
King says forested land, all access roads, or abandoned areas in Louisiana can easily hide a car. We do have a lot of, and we have the Kisatchie National Forest here. We've got, trying to think of what is, that's that's not far actually from where she's from, where she grew up at. There's two sections of Kisatchie. One is over by Winfield, which is actually closer to her, where her family lives at in Montgomery, and then there's another section of it down below Natchitoches. Um, all access roads. There's a shit ton of them in North Louisiana right now, just because of the Haynesville Shale and the whole oil boom shit that went through like a couple of years ago. And there's no telling how many abandoned areas, but they're saying that the car never left the city of Shreveport.
Well, not by
Not
main road. Yeah.
okay. Well, here's the thing: if she would have went down 71, she would have had to have left out of Bossier, went into. I mean, I'm sorry, left out of Shreveport, went across the river into Bossier, went south on 71, uh, which would have taken her straight to where her dad lives. Wouldn't even had to have turned off of any road. If she would have taken Highway 1, which goes out by her college, uh, and it is the way that they are saying that she took every day for 2 years to go from her dad's house to college, she would have went south on Highway 1 out of uh, Shreveport. If she would have went I-49, it would have went south. Next town she's going to come to would be Natchitoches, the next major town.
Well, what about back roads? Is there any back roads she could have taken to get out of Shreveport? Or are those back roads that you're listing?
No, these are main highways.
Oh, okay.
Let me pull up maps here, because she could have also taken the Arthur, what do they call it now? The Arthur Teagueway Causeway, whatever the fuck that thing's called over there, um, that runs on the Arthur Ray Teagueway, the Arthur Ray T Parkway. Excuse me, shit. I don't know why they even put the damn thing there. It ain't like we needed it, but anyway, she could have taken that, but that too would have had cameras. She would have taken 71. She still has to go through town. She would have passed several cameras. What else? Let's see. Highway 1's going to have cameras because she's going by. There's a Walmart. There's a Willow St. Piermont is there. LSUS is there. Let's see what else.
Yeah, they said it wouldn't be a main road or interstate.
I mean, in order to get out of Shreveport, like if she would have went, Well, I mean, she could have taken Burt Coons, but if she would have taken Burt Coons, she's either got to go Highway 1 or I 49. Um, okay, that's how Erie Drive is Highway 1. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me find where I'm at. Okay, that's Academy. There's 49. If there is a road that she could have taken if she knew how to get out of town on this road. She would have still passed cameras, but once she got down this road, the
Mhm.
fuck is the McDonald's at? It would have taken her into Stonewall. No, wait, I need the fucking McDonald's. Where's it at? Linwood.
What What'd you
Here we
guys
go.
think about the guy calling from Texas from the what'd she call it? Text
Oh,
text me number.
yeah, she said it was like a
Again.
fake number, like a WhatsApp number or some kind of
Yeah,
phone number like that. Yeah. That was the first time I'd ever heard that. Um, it seems like they were more concerned about getting a reward than the well-being of Savannah.
yeah, definitely.
They could have given information to even if they wanted to remain anonymous, they could have given the information of where she was at and still collected the reward. But they didn't even do that. Like they gave, from the way she was explaining it, no information at all.
Hmm.
So I think it was a red herring, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
I think it was just somebody that was just wanting to try to be relevant in the case, and it didn't work out too well for them.
15 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Okay, so there is a way she could have gotten out of Shreveport. She would have still had to pass cameras, but she could have went down. And I haven't been down Linwood in a really long time, y'all. But she could have went down Linwood. That would have taken her parallel to I-49. It would have taken her south. She very easily could have gotten back on I-49 and taken it either to the Coshada exit, which would have taken her through the town of Coshada onto Highway 71 straight to her dad's house, or taking her all the way to Natchitoches and then have to go through Natchitoches back up across the river back to her dad's house. So there is a few back roads that she could have went if she knew how to go that way.
Hmm.
That probably would not have been a plate reader there, because those, I mean, they're not. I wouldn't consider them major highways like 71, Highway 1, or I-49, or even 220. Because she could have taken 220, she could have taken 20. Both of those are in Bossier, runs into Shreveport. I-49 is all Shreveport. I don't think I-49 even runs in Bossier. Highway 1 or 71. That would have been, I think, the main highways that would have had a plate reader on it.
And something else I was thinking too is the boyfriend said he's poor, but she told her sister that since he turned 21, all he's been doing is going to bars and casinos.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just
I'm
something I noticed, you know.
okay. So if you go to a casino, you get free drinks. I wonder if he has a drinking problem.
I didn't know
He's a
you did. I didn't even know you get free drinks at the casino. I always had to pay for mine. The heck?
anytime I've ever been there and I'm playing and I'm on the boat, I'm getting free drinks.
Oh, if you so like
If you're on
if
the
you're
boat, see, in Louisiana, in order to gamble, if it's any type of table game,
uh-huh.
it has to be on water. That's why we have so many boats here, river boats, casino boats.
Oh, I didn't
Uh,
know that.
yeah, unless it's tribal land, because there are Indian or Native American tribes that have casinos that are on land, but it has to be on an Indian reservation for
Oh,
it to uh, for it to not have to be on water.
Those are the
Um,
only ones I've ever been to, is the reservation.
Yeah, there's two that I can think of. There's one in Marksville, and then there's one going down south. It's the Coshada tribe. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, see, if any time I've ever been on a riverboat, on a casino boat, I've always gotten drinks free. Didn't matter what kind of drink it was, I got it free. Now, if you're up at the in the pavilion and you're at the restaurants or somewhere like that, uh, you have to pay for it. But if you're on the boat and as long as you're gambling, no, you get free drinks.
Oh, okay.
So if he's on at the casino all the time, he's hey Kelly P, he's probably getting free drinks. So and then he's going to bars also. Ginger, how are you? I don't think I said hi to you.
It's just weird that he said he's poor, but
Hmm.
and she said her sister was. She said Savannah was really irritated with him for that, for doing, going out and doing that
Hmm.
so much. So it sounds like they didn't have the happy, like their relationship wasn't as happy as he was making it out to be.
Mm-mm. No, because if he would have told that part of the story, it would have made him look bad.
Yeah, and he lives with his grandma. So
Hmm.
I mean, it's a huh.
Yeah. So Scott, you have been to the boats in Shreveport. There's actually see Margaritaville and Horseshoe is in Bossier. She mentioned the El Dorado, but I'm trying to think if they changed Bali's to El Dorado because they've changed on the Shreveport side. They've done changed like one boat 6 different times for
And
whatever
then the
reason.
the other thing that just really doesn't make sense to me is the voicemail that she leaves for her sister. She sounds so happy.
Hmm.
She's like playful in it.
Hmm. And
How
then
do
all of a sudden,
yeah, how do you go in like a 30-45 minute time span from happy and playful like she was on that voicemail to sending a message
oh,
that sounds
okay.
like you want to
Here's
end your life?
here's my theory on that.
Well,
She calls the sister, and the sister doesn't answer, so she leaves her a voicemail. She's happy, all this and that. She then 30 minutes later, she's sending that text message to both the sisters. I'm sorry, I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. She also, at that same time, is sending the screen recording and a message to the boyfriend. So between the phone call and voicemail and the text messages, did she actually sit down and read what Gavin and this other girl had been talking about? Because maybe when she was screen recording it, she wasn't reading it at the time. She was just going through it, screen recording it so she could read it at a later time. She
well,
reads it
also,
and she gets upset over it.
also, with the text message that says, "I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore." She
Mhm.
could have been talking about ending a relationship with him.
That is true too.
You don't know what that
Yeah, it can be
text really meant.
taken. It can be taken either way. She's
Yeah.
done with the
So,
relationship, or she wants to take her life. It could be, or it could be both. And yeah, Keen, you did say that while the video was playing. Uh,
Or maybe it could even be, I can't do this anymore, like I can't live here anymore,
that
going to
too. You could.
school, being with Gavin,
There's.
like I'm
yeah,
leaving.
Yeah. There's different ways of
Huh.
taking.
it could be.
This
It
case
can
is,
be taken in a lot of different ways. That text message, but I do understand why the sister thought the unaliving part, because if I had a sister and they sent that text message to me, the first thing that's going to go through my head is that they're wanting to hurt
yeah,
themselves. So I get that part of where that's the first thing she thought.
yeah. This case is gonna drive me bonkers.
I know I told y'all, if y'all remember, like months ago, there's a girl that's from Shreveport that is missing, and I told y'all her
Yeah,
name was Savannah, and I said with her being local to me, I feel like I need to get started on that case and talk about it, and I never did.
And boy, did you get us in a whole ass rabbit hole.
Well, I mean, there's really nothing new, so there's really nothing we could.
No, but see, the thing is, though, with me being local to the area, I have access to more people than what y'all would.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and now that I'm finding out that she actually grew up an hour and a half south of Shreveport, where, like I said, I can't get into the details of that, I have even more access to even more people.
Yeah.
So, because I know that area down there very, very well. Okay. Um, which is why I need to talk to Kirsten. So,
Hmm.
and like I said, I did leave names of areas in my message to her to prove that I do know the area.
Right.
So I'm hoping that I can talk to her. I don't know if any
You could
other.
also message her dad too.
Do you know what his name is?
I'll have to find it. It's somewhere in that group. He posted um I think he posted a YouTube video about Savannah. I'll have to go find it and I'll send it to you because I don't remember it off the top of my head
His
because
last
I
name would be
suffer
Hill.
from
So.
CRS.
Oh wait, okay. So hold on. I'm looking up
I was gonna
people
say
with the
something
last
about you.
name Hill.
And she had no social media, by the way, other than Snapchat. She didn't have Facebook she didn't do anything, any social media stuff, only Snapchat.
Oh my God, there's a lot of Hills on here. Okay, I can probably figure out which one of these would be the dad.
And there's a couple other people who posted in the group that like if you have information or questions or something, to message them. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming they're
I want
family.
to talk to because I know who the sister is because we have seen her on video.
Uh-huh.
Um, oh shit, this person don't have anything on their Facebook. But because I know that Kirsten is the sister for a fact, I want to either talk to her or the dad.
Yeah. It's weird because it's not just her missing, but it's a whole ass car. I'm like a whole
Yeah.
ass car, you know?
Okay, I think I found the dad also. I will have to send him a message tomorrow.
Gonna drive me bonkers. See what you did, Scarlett?
I'm sorry, I did not. I told y'all months ago we should have started on it, and I kept putting it off. And oh wait, please share from my timeline, copy and paste a photo, and post to your own timeline.
Well, what you should do is like get every article that was ever posted about it
Mm-hmm.
and read them and see if you can make like a timeline.
Oh, you should see my timeline, y'all.
Somebody started a spreadsheet timeline in that group and it's
That,
pitiful. And it's like they gave up after 4 or 5 months.
no, let me tell you, I was trying to do a timeline based off of AWP's video because I also did a timeline based off of what I had read in articles. Y'all know me; I'm all
I'm
about
saying
timelines.
you should get all the articles and read them all. And
Well, I have read a lot of them and got a lot of good information and timelines and stuff like that. But y'all should see my poor timeline from because, and it's not the sister's fault. I know she would be telling when something happened at such and such time, and then she would remember something else, and she would have to throw that time in there.
yeah,
It's as I'm listening, I'm writing a timeline down as she's explaining to them. This happened at this time, then this, and somehow I ended up May the 4th. The first time I wrote down was 8:49 a.m. Then it goes to 7 o'clock a.m. Then 6:42. 6:08, 6:30, 6:31, 11:30, 9 to 9:30. Yeah, my timeline is all jacked up, y'all. So I'm gonna have to go back and redo the timeline.
So what are your theories, the two of you? Or do you have a theory?
I kind of have two. I have a theory that if she's no longer with us, um, I don't think she took her own life. I think that there might have been a fight that morning
Mhm.
um, in his house, and it might have become a DV situation, and it could have been an accident, but something happened.
Mhm.
Also, and then he has done something because we don't know the reach that his family has either, as far as getting a car hidden somewhere. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know anything about his family.
right. My theory on the flip side of that is that if she is still alive, I think that there was a reason why she sent the text message to the internet boyfriend from her teenage years out in California. And maybe they had been talking and that just hasn't came out, or it's not known,
Mhm.
or whatever. I mean, obviously she knew how to get in touch with him. And maybe she went out there with him to get as far away from Gavin as she could. I don't see a point in not letting your sister know that you're okay,
Yeah, that's what
but
I'm.
also you have to think about this when it comes to a situation like that. If
I don't. I don't know.
if this is a DV situation and she is scared of Gavin and she wanted to get as far away from him as she could, the only logical reason why I would think that she would not let her sister or her family know is because she's scared that if she lets them know where she's at, then somehow Gavin is going to find out where she's at and maybe come
Mhm.
after her or maybe do something to her or find her or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, but still, I mean, there is a way of letting your
There,
sister.
there. Okay. So the way that the sister explained it, they are very, very close. And Vapor, he doesn't look fair. I would throat punch that motherfucker in a heartbeat. But that's me. Savannah might not have grew up like that.
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Some females are not the type that will fight a man. You know,
Good, I
Never in
will.
a heartbeat.
I mean, y'all saw what I said about somebody who just left a comment under my live the other night. They better go play with somebody safe. I will jump on whoever. I don't care. But not all females were raised like that, or not all females. I'm not going to say weak. I don't want to use that word, but not all females are built that way.
Right.
And she's compared to him and the way he looks, she looks way smaller than what
Yeah,
he is.
yeah,
Mhm.
And that could have, in his, just raising his voice at her and in him bowing up to her to make himself look bigger than what he is, could have intimidated her and scared her.
I wish a man would.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care. Raise your voice at me, and the wrath of Scarlet is coming out.
I mean,
I
you gonna
Don't.
have.
wonder
So,
I
but
wonder
not.
if she took any of her personal belongings from his house when she left.
Well,
They
wasn't
said
it?
that.
Yeah, like all of her, like her, everything. I thought is what was said she took.
Yeah, that she packed up everything and took it.
And he slept through that?
Listen, if you're drunk and
I,
passed out,
passed out, yeah, I could understand he would sleep through that, but I don't think he was as passed out as what he's
No,
claiming.
I don't either. I mean, I have a theory on
Vapor, that is true too.
he he might have like beat her up or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow, some way, she got away from him. And I think as she's leaving, she might have ran into somebody that I don't know, or or she could have ran into him. He could have chased her down.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just,
Hmm.
I don't know. He just seems sketchy. He just seems.
I don't trust him, but that's just me looking at him through a lens on a video.
I mean, I'm not saying if he did or he didn't, because I really don't know. But if he was controlling and would tell her to shut up, put his hand over her mouth, or she had bruises on her, I mean, I
Yeah,
wouldn't put it past him.
I'm sorry, but if a man would have put his
But
hand
see,
over my mouth and told me to shut up, I would have stabbed him with a damn fork.
the only way we're
Hmm.
going to find that out is through the ex girlfriend that just left him. If
Yeah,
he done any of that to her,
Yeah. Hmm.
was he controlling
She's
to
on
her?
TikTok. She's got a TikTok page, but I don't know what her name is because they've got it blanked out on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, I seen that.
yeah, about where
Although
she said that he didn't talk about Savannah and all
Yeah,
this and that.
I wonder if we go search Savannah's name on TikTok if we can find her though.
Hold on.
you might be able to,
Girl, you
but
know I've already
that
got TikTok up pulled up over here.
you just got whether he did it to her or not. Was
You
he
guys,
like that with her? Was he?
I'm hardly ever on TikTok because I swear to God, no joke. One day I opened up TikTok, the damn thing kidnapped my ass. Next thing I know, it was like dark outside. The whole day had gone by. I hadn't even fed my kid. Like it,
It gets
I,
I told you.
I opened that thing with extreme caution.
Yep, I told you, didn't I?
It will freaking abduct you.
yeah, it tries.
Try my ass.
it'll, it'll get you. Gosh.
You can run into all kinds of things over on TikTok. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you can
So
run down rabbit holes in that too.
Oh, I hate
And
when
and
they on
and some of
TikTok.
their videos are fake.
I'm
You,
not talking about no rabbit holes.
you know how like they the you'll find these TikTok channels and it'll be like a girl telling her story like about some kind of abusive relationship or something, but they do it in like parts and you have to go
Mhm.
through like 150 parts to get to
And then
the
if you
whole
watch a
story.
video on there, because it's so sensitive, that if you watch a video for a certain amount of time, then your FYP is all about those types of videos.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so there is a couple of different Savannah Hill accounts on here. I'm just trying to go through and see if any of them's got like a. They're not showing any photos of her.
Oh, that reminds me. Did Vapor do the reverse image search?
I don't know.
Vapor.
I know that he said he would, but I don't know if he did or not.
She's
I had
blonde.
forgot about it.
He's blonde. He forgot in 2 seconds.
Yeah, there's a lot of Savannah Hill accounts on TikTok. Like a lot, a lot.
Kelly P, don't do it.
What? I was about to step out into the dating world because I'm officially divorced. I'm having second thoughts.
Especially don't do it on no dating apps. God forbid we'll be looking for you next.
What is she doing?
Ew. Go there.
Betty Joe, what is Cully doing?
She's officially divorced. And she was talking about going out dating again.
Ooh.
Told her don't do it. She lives in she lives in a state that no, don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing like all the accounts that have the Savannah Hill name. I'm not seeing any of them that have her photo anywhere in them, but there's a lot.
Oh
Okay.
boy. I'm going to be up all night again.
Yeah, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
You've been
9,
on here for two
10,
hours and
11,
45
12,
minutes.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. No, wait, 22, 23, 24. Holy hell.
Popular name.
Yeah, there. If you look at the TikTok name, and then a lot of them have the TikTok name as Savannah Hill, but if you keep going below that, and their TikTok name may be something different, but they have the name Savannah Hill underneath the TikTok name. So
Oh,
there's
okay.
there's a lot on here. Oh my god, that means Avery, we got to go through all these TikToks tomorrow.
I know. That's what I'm sitting here saying. I'm going to be up all night, and
Another
I'm already freaking sleep deprived. So, I need.
another fucking rabbit hole. Yeah, this rabbit hole is it's gonna that
Hmm.
bitch is, we gonna come out in China. We keep going down it.
Oh my God.
Wait, Scott said, Avery, heard your name on a paranormal adventures channel. Thought I was dreaming.
What?
I'm not staying up all night. Y'all can stay up all night.
Scarlett's just gonna take a shower and then I'm taking my ass to bed. Here's
Well,
just a few minutes, and then when I get up in the morning, when my alarm goes off at 9:45, and I do Uncle's cardio scans and get his breakfast done and his medicine, then I will start going through them. I am not staying up on. I may eat some more watermelon too before I go to bed. I might do that
Betty
because
Joe.
Out.
that watermelon was good.
I heard that, Betty Joe.
It's my bed, you retard.
Oh, you
False
can't say
evidence.
the R word.
I'll say what I want.
Oh my gosh.
Well, stop saying stupid things, and I wouldn't say that.
Well, quit farting on panel and blaming it on your bed.
It's my bed.
Avery, I just saw what you posted in back chat.
What?
Because she called me a hooker.
I know, but I just saw what you had put. Going to piss King off. How am I going to make King mad?
That's okay.
Oh, the watermelon. I can't help it. It's. I was like, yeah,
I had watermelon too.
that motherfucker was $12 for that watermelon.
What I posted back there in back chat, that's already catching on. Sally Mae called her that in Discord today.
King,
What?
I'm sorry. I can't help it, but the watermelon is really good. It's juicy. It's sweet.
Ooh.
So I'm going to have to eat some more. You didn't see the picture I posted in Discord?
No, but I seen you guys talking about seeds and stuff.
Girl, I posted a picture where I had a quarter, like, you have to go look at it. It's literally a quarter of the watermelon that I had sitting on my desk. I was eating the shit out of it.
Watermelon sounds so good.
I cut up because I bought a big watermelon. I cut it up. I ate half of it already.
It's
Well,
been
I had
so
the
hot,
piece.
watermelon.
Yeah, it was really good too. Now I had it in the freezer, so it got cold. But I ate like literally I cut it in four.
No, I cut mine up like in little pieces.
Oh, I don't do that. I just slice mine into like long ways in quarters, and I done ate a quarter of it by myself.
Well, It's pretty much all water, so you're
I
good.
can eat a whole watermelon by myself.
I mean, King should be happy that I'm getting my water intake. She didn't say how to get it. She just said to make sure that I drink water.
Now I want watermelon.
I know King. She was like, "Please don't start with the watermelon again."
That sounds so good. Today was so hot. It was 92 degrees and 100% humidity by 9:45 this morning.
Girl, it was 97 here,
I don't even know what our high was. That
and
was
it was 97. It felt like 110 with
oh
100% humidity.
golly.
Hot as
It
fuck.
was
Yeah.
99 here, I believe. But
And I was getting
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is going to be 101. So I can imagine what the heat index is going to be.
Yeah,
so pissed off every time I'd get out of my car and do stuff. My glasses would steam up and I couldn't see
Yep,
shit. I was
that's
getting
what
so
happens to me every time I
mad.
walk outside.
damn.
Smoke a
Courtney and
cigarette.
them were wearing jackets in Oregon. Y'all,
That's it.
that's it. Let's road trip to Oregon, y'all.
Road trip. I'm moving there. I already got it picked out. I'm going to Newport, Oregon. I already got my house picked out, everything.
I hope you got plenty of people to help you move.
And plenty of room because we all going to everybody that's in here that's from the South. We all come into Avery's house in Oregon and Courtney's house during the summer. I'll just do my live from y'all's house.
There you go.
All right, y'all. We have been on here, damn, almost 3 hours tonight.
Yep, time flies when you're having fun.
King said I drove through Oregon.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'm gonna go down so you can say your goodbyes.
All right. Well, thank y'all for both coming up. I will be in
Yep.
Discord in the morning as soon as I'm done with everything. Probably about 10:30, 10:45 our
I'll
time,
probably
Avery.
be up at 6
Okay.
o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I'll
Because
be in church in the morning. I have triple repenting to do.
Well,
yes, you do.
baby's still asleep, so I'll probably be up like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Well, I don't have to get up early on Sunday morning, so I know tomorrow night I will not be live on this channel. We didn't hit the goal, but I might still go live on the other channel tomorrow night for like an hour or so.
So, did you pick a name for it yet?
No, I think what I'm going to do is take all the names that everybody put in chat last night and the ones that you had, because there was one that you had given me today that I really liked too. And I think I'm going to put them all in a poll in Discord. So for everybody who is in here who is not a member, if you want to get access to the Discord, it's members only. Do your membership, send me an email, put your YouTube chat name in the subject of the email so I know it's you, and I will send you an invite link to Discord. And then I will just do the poll in there and let.
That was something.
Huh?
Man, I just thought of some. And when you said about sending the email with your name, so there's there's this one channel that I hate. So you guys probably know which one I'm talking about. And they make you do video interviews to get into their Discord.
That's crazy.
Oh, I don't know.
I think I know who you're talking about. It's a guy, ain't it?
No, it's a girl, but she sounds like a dude.
Okay, well, I probably know who you're talking about then, but I was thinking of somebody else. But no, you don't have to do that. I just need to know what you should narrow it down to 5 laws. King, I may do them all and then do like the top 5 picks or something like that. I just need to know like whoever's sending me the email, because a lot of times people have a different email name than what they do a YouTube chat name, and I won't have a clue who it is, and I'm sending the invite link to. Because I mean, anybody can be lurking in the bushes and hear me saying this, and send me a email saying, hey, I
Yep.
need, I joined your membership. I need the link to the Discord,
Yeah, that's true.
so because if you send me an email and you don't send your name, I am not responding with the invite link. Like, I'm going to
Right.
go back and make sure that you are a member of the channel before I send the invite link.
Right.
You'll
So
need a picture of your driver's license,
I ain't doing all that.
your passport.
But I
Only
mean, we do need to get more people in there. I've got, I think, 50. Because I did get rid of a lot of people in there that have not been talking. There's 57 total. That hasn't been in there, or not talking or whatever. And some of them, I think, one or two were spies. It's the only reason why they were in there, so I got rid of them. So I would like to get more people in there, but it is a members only thing. So,
All right.
so I'll probably do that tomorrow. Put the poll up for the new name, and then go over to the other channel, change the name around, do a new logo real quick for it, and all that. It's already hooked to my StreamYard, so I can just go live at whatever time.
all right. Well,
So,
Sounds good.
all right, well, y'all have a good night.
All
Thank you both
right.
for
You
coming up.
too. Good night, everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you so much to everybody who did super chats and super stickers. That was very nice of y'all. It's very much appreciated. Um, like I said, I will not be live on this channel tomorrow night, but I will. We'll see about the second channel. Um, trying to think if there's anything else I needed to say. I don't think there is. So I'm about to get out of here. Vapor, Betty, Joe, Jason, y'all have a good night. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us, and I will talk with y'all later.